Nasty on a Monday. It's a Fast Line on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers.
Easy for you to say.
An officially licensed Rolex jeweler. I know you guys got the text last night.
Which one?
Every single one of you got the text last night.
Oh, that text.
The U up text
Marcia,
from the Cardinals.
you got
That's
that
right.
text.
Nah.
No, you got it.
Nah.
The question. That's not the question. Question is, did you respond? That's the question.
I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about responding.
You know what's funny? So I was texting Rachel last night, and she literally asked me, have you gotten the U up text from the Cardinals?
That's awesome.
I'm not kidding.
That's amazing.
I'm not kidding. And I said, yeah, we'll just see how they do.
Well, they won 2 of 3
They did.
against
They're
the
back,
hated
baby.
Cubs. They're
They
now
did.
3.5 games out of the wild card, and the
hang on,
New York
hang on.
Mets.
I'm actually all bought in, Anthony. Why not us?
There it is.
But can we honestly, can we just be more specific? They're 3.5 games back of the Mets. Because there's no chance of wild card 1 or 2 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, so the wild card berth.
Yeah, but
They're 3.5 games out of a
I'm listening to
wild
people
card
around
berth.
town talking about Cardinals right there. They're chasing down the wild card spots.
They
No,
are.
they're not. They're chasing down the Mets.
Either way, they're chasing down a wild card berth.
If that makes you happy,
postseason
and
berth.
you know what? Hang on. Let me take it back. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's
Darn
a
right.
Monday. Okay, some people get the Monday blues. No, you're happy right now. You're riding the wave. I don't know why you're happy. It's nice though to see you happy.
If you don't like the Cardinals in the wild card, get the hell out.
Let me ask.
No, I'm gonna.
Is that all it takes?
I was going to apologize for raining on your parade.
I'll leave.
Jamie, first of all, apology accepted. Carey, you stay right there.
Yeah, Carey.
Hey,
I'm as serious as a heart attack.
Listen.
why wouldn't
Not today, Jamie.
That's an inside joke. Carey had some traveling troubles
Not
earlier,
today, man. Not
and
today.
somebody said something to him
Said that to him.
along those same lines.
Not
After
today.
Carey said, "Are you serious?" And we won't go into it, but Carey got jobbed on some recent travel.
Yeah.
Thought I'd get Carey going early today.
Yeah, you got me. All right.
Carey looked at the gentleman and said, "Are you serious?" As a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
I love you, buddy.
Hey, I love you too.
why wouldn't we want the Cardinals to make the wild card?
It's not that you don't want them to.
Why wouldn't we?
It's not
Why
that
wouldn't we want to root for this, Carey?
It's not that you don't want them to. Thank you, Jamie, for helping me. It's not that you don't want them to. It's that it's whether or not you actually believe that it is possible.
It's got nothing to do with
And-
believing.
No, I believe it has everything to do with believing. Like, if you believe that you can get performances, I mean, it used to be 3 out of 5 days. Now it's, I guess, 2.5 out of 5 days where the pitching stinks, you know? If you believe that you can throw certain pitchers and they can give up, I don't know, 4 home runs, 5 home runs, 7 runs, 6 runs in 2 innings. Like, if you believe that that is acceptable and that team with those players can make a push for the playoffs, then you know what? I don't have a hat, but I tip my cap to you. Marshy, tip your cap to him, please. Tip my cap, tip of the cap, tip of the old ball cap. To you, Anthony Stalter, if you believe that is possible, because that's all I can do is tip my cap. I don't think it's going to happen. I actually think it's crazy that you think it could happen. What?
3.5 out.
Anthony,
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
the wild card.
you
I'm
believe
not
that
talking about World Series. I'm talking about the third wild card. Okay. Yeah,
They're
I'm
playing
on
the
board.
Rockies at home.
How'd that go last time?
They're on the road.
That was different.
You still had Eric Fetty on your team.
I still got Michaelis. What?
Yeah.
Who's pitching tonight anyway?
Don't worry about it.
Miles. Oh, Miles.
That was the air is different in Colorado.
It
You
is.
guys know that.
The hair is
Spin.
rotten.
You know? Yeah, it's different. Now we got them at Busch Stadium.
It is hard to breathe up there.
No, Bush is great.
No, in Colorado.
Oh,
Yeah, it's hard to breathe.
is it?
It was for me. I don't know if it was psychological or if it was
Because
actually.
those Cardinals take your breath away, Carey. That's what it is.
No,
Yeah,
no.
depends
So,
on who's pitching.
The first couple of years when I went and played the Avalanche, kid from Canada, played junior hockey in Northern Ontario, way up there. I went to Colorado, played the games.
No issues.
No issues. Nothing. I didn't even know about it. And then, like, it was actually not until I got traded away from the Blues. So we're talking like 5 or 6 years in the league at this point. And we were traveling out there, and I was with the Islanders, and our trainer's like, okay, we got to get acclimated, the elevation. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, the air is thinner and all. I went out that game, and I thought I was breathing through a cocktail straw.
Yes, I agree.
But up until that point, nobody said anything, I was like, I don't know.
I played there a couple of times. The first time I played, same thing. I didn't feel anything. I knew about it, but I didn't feel. The next time I played there, I literally felt like I was gasping for air during warm-ups. I was like, what the hell is going on? I can't breathe.
Is it because somebody told you about it finally?
No, I knew about it prior to, but for whatever reason, it does. It feels like you're trying to breathe through a cocktail straw, and breathe deeply. Like you're running, skating fast, and you're.
But you can breathe normal, like exhale, like. But then when you inhale, it's through the cocktail straw.
It's nothing coming in.
Which is fine if you're sipping on a cocktail.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
No, you guys are trying to play professional sports.
Yeah.
It's much different.
Unsafe.
Guys, we got a text message from Pete. You guys didn't jump on the bandwagon until last week, and last week was too late. Stay off the bandwagon. You're not allowed to be on it. That's actually a lie. We jumped on the bandwagon on August 1st, which was the Friday before last week. So technically, we're on the bandwagon.
Technically, we built the bandwagon, okay?
And details matter, Marsh.
Especially in an investigation.
Especially in a wild card race.
Exactly.
Carey, you know.
I don't know yet.
Sonny Gray limited the Cubs to 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk. Struck out 7 over 7 innings last night. Cardinals are 18-6 this season when Gray starts. Best team record among starters with at least 20 starts. That's ahead of Skubal in Detroit and Christopher Sanchez in Philadelphia. At Busch Stadium this year, the Cardinals are 13-2 in Gray's 15 home starts. When others start, the team is 42-53. Gray's starts have been pivotal in keeping this team in the third wild card spot.
I figured out why Sonny Gray pitched well. Wasn't in the month of July.
Exactly, yeah.
It's August, so he decided to. The ball's not his balls aren't as slippery.
It's not as wet.
His balls aren't as wet.
Technically, it was.
He handles them a lot better.
Guys,
in
better
August,
grip. Guys, it was wet last night. A little bit of a delay. But what Jamie said.
Different wet.
Yeah, it's a different wet.
The month turned to
The sweaty
August.
wet versus
It's been great.
Sweaty
a
wet
rainy
versus
wet.
a wet is different.
Like his balls were too wet to get a hold of in July.
We still talking about baseball?
Yeah,
of course.
What are you talking about?
It's how you grip the balls, Anthony. And if they slide out of your hand, then it's easier for the other guy to hit them.
That's why you saw the that little spot on the side of his right leg.
Yeah, I was a little skeptical as to what's going on there.
Yeah.
Looked like he had a little bit of the
Lapine oil?
sticky icky going there.
No,
The umpire checked him out. He's
What
good.
did they call that way back?
Pelican grip.
The pelican grip.
That was-
not to be confused with morning grip.
No, that's different. Yeah.
I ended up having that this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Poor guy.
I fell asleep on my arm, Anthony.
Oh, that sucks.
What that is.
That's exactly what it is.
What that is.
I got a little morning grip too this weekend.
That's right.
What?
That is not what that's called. It's your damn hand asleep. It ain't morning grip,
I
man.
call that
Yeah,
the
it is.
strange
When you wake up and you can't like grab stuff because your arm is asleep.
It's got its advantages.
Micah McGreevy was brilliant also in Friday night's victory over the Cubs. He scattered 6 hits over 6 innings of scoreless baseball. So, believe it or not, guys, when you get good starting pitching, good things happen. So, great starting pitching, at least in Friday and Sunday. We won't talk about Saturday.
What happened
And some
Saturday?
clutch hitting. Saturday went off the rails a little bit for old Andre Palante. Nonetheless, they won the series. They're only 3.5 games back. Marsh got the U-Up text last night. He's thinking about responding to it.
Oh, he responded. Don't let him fool you. See the glitter in his eyes when you brought that up?
Well, apparently I'm not allowed to respond because we're too late. But why am I the only one that gets this text? Why am I the only one?
Carey got it,
To
too.
be fair, I had my phone
I didn't get a
off.
you up text.
Oh, you didn't? Oh.
No, I was...
He was.
They're just targeting
I didn't
Marsh.
have
He has had
service.
morning grip.
had morning grip going
Got
on.
it.
Grab
Yeah.
his phone.
Couldn't text him
A little
back.
busy.
They know they can still hook you.
I guess so. I guess you're right. We got a text from 314. Dear God, this show is so bad.
Thank you.
314, stop talking sports.
Okay.
Stop or start?
We should start.
We should start. Is that what they said?
No, we should stop is actually what they said.
Stop what?
Talking sports.
Oh, I thought you meant life in general. I'm like, that's kind of harsh.
Chris from the Snake Pit says Jamie better check himself. He was all excited and locked in when the Blues were chasing Calgary and getting that last spot. So
Well, because the Blues actually had a chance to make noise in the playoffs and should have beat the number one team in the conference, but they pissed it away. I'm just being honest. They did.
no, when they were chasing.
Yeah, but my point was, everybody's talking about the Cardinals chasing limping into the playoffs. Well, the Blues did the same thing, except they went on a heater to get into the playoffs, and then knowing that they were able to win games like that, they could have done actual damage.
This is the start of the heater.
I hope it is.
It was about a month and a
Why do you
half.
look at me like I don't like the Cardinals?
How many games did the Blues
I
win?
was just
in a
reading
row?
what Chris said.
12.
From the Snake Pit.
12.
No, you're advocating
I
for
think.
him now.
Just wondering. I thought he brought good perspective.
No, you
on
just-
what's going
you
on
know
with the
what?
Blues and the Cardinals.
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it. You can stop right now. First segment of the day, just stop.
All right.
Okay?
Fair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I think the Cardinals need to win 12 in a row in order for me to get excited.
14.
12 in a row?
Was it 14?
14 home games in a
14.
row, 12 games in a row.
12
Okay.
in a row. If you do that, I will be on the bandwagon. I'll wear the glasses, Anthony.
They've done that.
I don't believe you.
This year?
Nope.
Nope.
2017. wasn't it?
No,
2019?
2018.
What year are we in?
No.
2021, they won 17 games in a row.
Is that when they did that?
2021.
What? I said 2017?
Yeah.
I wasn't even on this radio
No, you
station in
weren't.
2017.
Yeah.
What the hell am I doing?
It's okay.
2021, they won
What year is it?
17 games in a row, went to the playoffs, and lost to the Dodgers in the one wild card game.
Did they even score a run in that game? Or was that the game where only Juan Yepes hit a home run?
That was against the
No,
Phillies.
that was against the Phillies.
That was the other one and done.
Alex Reyes gave up the bomb.
Oh, that's right.
You are
to
being a
Chris
little.
Taylor.
You are being a little harsh.
What?
You are being a little harsh.
I'm just direct. You want me to just like sugarcoat everything, Carey?
No, I don't.
Is that what you want? The whole world just to be like, oh, okay?
I do want certain people to be nicer in the world. You know, certain people with certain jobs to be
Talking
nicer.
about- Listen, Carey.
There's some people to be nicer.
Either get on the train or not with me, okay? I'm just saying.
Just be a little bit kinder. A little kindness goes a long way, Anthony.
Certainly helps.
Yep.
Real quick from the Snake Pit, Xavier says the Blues were undefeated for about a month. If the Cards can win for a month straight, I'm in.
There you go, baby.
Let's just do that. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 to ESPN. Lineup is already out for tonight's Rockies game. We'll play the lineup game next on 101 ESPN. That sound means it's time to play a lineup game here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. The Cardinals will host the Colorado Rockies tonight. Miles Michaelis on the hill for the Cards. It'll be Chase Dollander, the right-hander for Colorado. He's 2-9 with a 6.68 ERA.
Maybe a duel out there tonight.
The young man has struggled. Old Chase Dollander. Right-hander. All right, boys. Ready to do this?
Sure. You want me to start?
Yeah, go for it.
Show us. Brendan Donovan.
Whoa.
Wait.
Not great.
Oh, wow. What happened? What did I miss?
He hasn't been in the lineup.
No, he didn't play yesterday.
He's banged up.
He's banged up, Carey.
Is he on the IL?
Well, not yet, but he
Well,
will
why
be.
in the hell
Watch.
not? If he's
Cardinals
not
are
on
playing
the
this
IL,
for 4 weeks coming
Then
up.
why wouldn't he be playing?
I just thought there could have been more of a discussion.
I mean, you could. I mean, look. The way
I felt it in my gut.
The way I look at it, we now know. We got it out of the way.
All right.
Is
Some
Donovan
of us like
back?
perfection,
That's a
Anthony.
no.
Some of us do, but to assume that if he's not on the IL, to assume that he's not in the lineup, I think is egregious. I think it's a mistake.
I don't know if it's a mistake.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if it's a mistake to discuss that he might not be playing.
So if we'd have discussed it, would you have went with in a different way?
Yes.
You say that. You know what? I know. Anthony, you go ahead. Because listen, the only reason he said yes so fast is because he knows the damn answer now. And I know
I
you.
don't know the answer.
You know that he's not in the lineup
I know he's not in the lineup, yeah.
now.
Yeah, but we would have
You
talked
didn't know
about
that 30 seconds
it. Yeah,
ago.
we could have talked about it. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not mad at you. I'm not saying it would have been any different. I'm just saying we could have talked about
I apologize.
Okay, guys.
We should have communicated.
Donovan led off the game on Friday night. Newt Barr led off the game on Saturday. Wynn led off the game
Correct.
yesterday or last night.
it. With an RHP, discussing this, of course, I would lean Lars Nootbaar.
As would I.
Do it.
No, Carey, I want
I don't
you.
wanna do it.
I want you to do it.
Carey to do
We're a
this.
team.
We are.
Yeah.
I agree with you and you.
Okay, then go ahead.
Nah, hell no.
I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself. Come on,
Please.
Carey.
I'll do it, but
You-
show us large Newt Barr.
International
I've been with the whole time.
superstar.
I gifted you.
Watch out, they're
Santa
running any
Cruz.
walls
Me.
or anything.
All right, boys. Number 2.
Yvonne.
Yeah,
Oh, Yvonne.
little croissant. Show us, Yvonne Herrera.
Oh, Yvonne. That's a French ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant. Little cheese on my croissant.
I think this is Burleson.
Yes,
I agree.
Although all he did lie to us.
He did the one
He said,
time.
"Oh, yeah,
but
Burley's our number 3 old guy now." Then he put him at cleanup.
got a
was a
right-hander on the
lefty
bump, though. I
pitching
think.
that
Yeah.
All right, I like Burley here. I do.
Okay.
Go ahead, Carey.
Show us Alec Burleson.
You're already acting like you're a star, and we haven't even opened yet.
Okay.
Big Willie.
Yes, sir.
Show us Wilson Contreras.
You don't know how to play first base. It's not that hard. Tell him, Wash.
It's incredibly hard.
Hey, anything worth doing is.
Think of Mason Wynn here.
He's kind of bopped Mason Wynn all over the place here recently.
He has. I think it's Wynn.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too.
Are there any other options?
Yeah.
Jordan Walker batted 5th yesterday.
Walker's been
But
hitting it pretty
Wynn,
well.
because Wynn led off. So
Where
I'm
are we
thinking,
going to put Gorman in this lineup? He was 8th yesterday, but it's a righty on the bump. So I'm just saying, we just talked about things.
Blur things out. I learned. I learned my lesson.
Carey, it could have been any one of us. I just think it's good for teams to reset sometimes and know that we talk about things.
Either way, I think it's Wynn here.
What do you think?
I don't know. I like Walker and I like Gorman here.
And you have Wynn batting 7th. He's in the lineup.
Well, he's in the lineup for sure.
I think it'd be Wynn, Walker, Gorman.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
I'm assuming.
I'm not against it. Go ahead,
I don't
Anthony.
know.
You had the gut feeling. Go with it.
Thank you, Jamie. Show us Mason Wynn.
Thank you.
There you go. Well done.
Thank you.
Bring me that arm.
So
Okay,
is
now
this Jordan Walker? So is
I
Victor
could
Scott
see-
not playing?
I could see Gorman here.
I could see Gorman or Walker.
We got righty. So we got lefty, righty, righty. I think he'd plop a lefty in here.
I think he would too.
I think it's Gorman.
Call it.
Show us Nolan Gorman.
Swings around and is brought to you by Gorman.
Dingers! Hang me a curve and I will hit. Dingers!
Okay,
Now,
let's see.
I think
here.
it's Jordan Walker now.
Who's playing where? Is Burley in left field and Lars is in center? Victor Scott out.
Well, why did you say he's out?
Well, you got a bunch of infielders. I mean, a bunch of outfielders, if that's
Who
the
you
case.
got?
Well, Newt, Burleson.
Walker,
Walker.
Scott.
But we haven't said.
That's why I said is Scott out. I'm talking like you asked me to.
Yeah. As a right-handed pitcher on the bum, I think Burley's the DH or Gorman's the DH. In this case, probably Burley.
Well, where's Herrera playing?
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Shesterkin.
I almost said it. Oh, shoot.
That's good catch.
That's progress.
Yeah.
Okay? That's progress.
Oh, Igor Shesterkin.
Mike Schill.
All right. Yeah, Carey brings up an interesting point
He does.
there.
So, okay.
So it's either Walker or Scott out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you take Walker out, though, is my thought.
I don't know. I don't think you should.
The way he's earning, like Ollie on these airwaves with BK and Vargas said, when these players start to earn their spots,
Yeah.
like, you got to let them go.
You want to go Walker here?
I would go Walker here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would go Walker.
All right.
Carey, go ahead. That's your guy. You're his agent.
Show us Jordan Walker.
Sorry, guys.
Crap.
Okay. So it could be Pajes.
Where's Sajasi?
It could be Sajasi. Sajasi at third, Gorman at second. Nolan Gorman at second. Sajasi at third.
Yeah.
And it could be Sajasi here.
All right.
I'm okay with it.
That would make sense if it's not Walker.
That
Show us Thomas Sajasi.
Richard, do I have a mark on my face? It really hurts.
Okay.
Nope, nothing. I thought I
we
had
gotta
a
go
shoulder.
Poso
My shoulder doesn't hurt very
Paez
much, but my
here.
face
And then
does.
Scott probably. So Walker, or maybe Walker's at 9. That has happened before.
I just have a hard time. I guess I just have a hard time understanding the Cardinals' thought process sometimes. Like, we don't know yet, but if Walker's not in the lineup, he just delivered a fantastic month of July. Like, what are we doing here?
He scored the game-winning run yesterday.
And he,
Got a
hit the
single,
bomb.
stole a base.
and he had the home run bomb.
Friday.
Like, come on. Anyways, whatever.
All right, but
We need a catcher.
Pajes. I think it's Pajes.
Paez hit the dinger last night. It was a nice little shot there. I go with Paez. Show us Petey Pages, please.
Smithies, throw this at him.
You're out! Maybe.
All right, so this is either Scott or Walker.
You guys know how I feel.
I don't know why it wouldn't be Walker, but then I don't know why he would be batting ninth. So, to each his own.
I think it's probably Scott.
I think you're right.
Go for it.
Show us Victor Scott.
Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
All right, Marsh, run it.
All right, leading off in right field, Lars Nootbaar. Batting second, the DH, Ivan Herrera. Batting third in left field, Alec Burleson. Your cleanup hitter, first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Batting sixth, third baseman, Nolan Gorman. Batting seventh, playing second base, is Thomas Sajasi. Batting eighth and catching is Pedro Pajes. And batting ninth in center field, Victor Scott the second.
Back. They fair! They fair!
Go foul, go foul!
I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run.
All right.
There you go.
Give me.
Carey got, what, 3 points?
Yep, Carey has 18 points now. Jamie
done.
in the lead with 27. Anthony, you have 13, and I have 6.
Give me Alec Burleson, please.
Give me Nolan Gorman.
Good pick.
Is that where you were going?
No.
Are you going off the bench?
No.
Oh.
Give me Wilson Contreras, please. And thank you.
I'm going to take Mason Wynn tonight.
Wow.
I was thinking win. Really? All right. That's your lineup game here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. The Cardinals and the Rockies begin a new series. And boy, these Rockies got something coming to them after what they did to the Cardinals at Coors Field not too long ago. Tonight, 6:45, Miles Michaelis versus Chase Dollander. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Marshy's got what's trending for you next.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals take 2 of 3 over the weekend against the Chicago Cubs. The Cardinals now sit 3.5 games behind the New York Mets for that final wild card spot. And the Cardinals will take on the Colorado Rockies tonight with Miles Michaelis on the mound. He'll go up against Chase Dolander. First pitch tonight is at 6:45. We have What's Trending coming up next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, last night the Cardinals were on Sunday Night Baseball, and ESPN throughout the year had a few different StatCast editions and alternate broadcasts for some of their games. And in the office, Jamie Rivers told us that he absolutely loved it. Huge StatCast guy. Wishes there were more of them. That was the last one of the season. Jamie wishes there were more StatCast games. Isn't that right, Jamie? Is that true, Jamie?
No, you're absolutely incorrect. I've never hated watching a baseball game more. I mean it. Like, you're sitting there watching, and they have a small sliver of the screen where the actual play is happening. And then, Carey, I don't know if you've ever watched one of these games. This is nightmare fuel for you. They've got pitch probability. Like, the pitcher has 3 different pitches. Every pitch that happens, there's like 51% of the four seam, 23% of the sweeper. Then they've got the damage
This is my
zone.
nightmare.
I'm like, there's so much going on the screen that you can't focus. And then by the time you look at the stat and try to digest it and actually see how it could pertain to that particular next pitch, it's too late. The pitch has already happened. They're on to the next one.
Right.
I hated it. I did not like it one bit. And if I never have to see it again in my life, which I have the choice apparently to not do that, yeah, I won't be watching that. I can't imagine anybody except an absolute stat nerd who knows exactly what they're looking for. I can't imagine anybody but that person liking that game.
Well, the one thing I'll give ESPN credit for, so we've seen this done in college football and in the NFL when it comes to the coaches' film. You know, you have a couple of coaches surrounding a table watching the game and giving their thoughts to it, right? They've also done this, of course, like with the Monday Night Football where you get the Manning cast. And they
it's
give
different, though.
They give you alternative. Well, but
I know what you're saying. I know.
They give you the alternative options. For some games, I like it. If it's the national championship game in college football, while I appreciate they got the different views, I get distracted. I want just, like, there's something that gets taken out of the game if I'm watching the coach's version of it as opposed to the broadcast version. I want the sounds to be similar in all the big games. If it's an offshoot game, if it's like a Saturday night or something like that in college football or a different telecast for the NFL where I'm not as invested in the game, I might prefer getting some of that, like the coach's insight to it or the analytic driven broadcast.
I'll just say this. One, I'd much rather watch the coaches talking about it. I'd much rather watch Eli Manning, Peyton Manning talking about it. Any kind of an alt cast where you've got players or coaches breaking down plays or explaining things to you.
Yeah, you're learning something.
This was just numbers. I learned nothing because they don't really explain. They can't. They don't have time to say, oh, by the way, if you look on the right-hand side of your screen, the damage zone, well, that's where the player does most damage when the pitchers are in this area.
Right.
Oh, okay. But now what? So you're telling me if the pitcher screws up and pitches it in the strike zone, this guy's a dangerous batter, huh?
Interesting.
Okay. It's a good concept, Carey.
I think most are.
Most of the time.
I don't like it either. I'd rather watch the game and like the coaches film. I'd rather go back and watch that later. Like the one where you don't have any sound, or you don't have to, you can fast forward as quickly. You don't have to worry about the commercials and all of the in between each play. You can just go to the next play. But when I'm watching the game, I want to watch the game. Mm-hmm. I actually don't mind listening to the broadcast, no matter what sport it is. I know some people, I can't stand listening to such and such, and I hit mute. For me, I think it adds value to what you're watching, especially when they know what they're talking about. You might not agree, and they might not always be right, but I think it adds some value to what you're watching, and it helps you understand it a little bit better.
Well, guys, while the Cardinals were beating up on the Cubs Friday night, the Browns were taking on the Carolina Panthers, and Shedeur Sanders made the start for the Cleveland Browns. 14 completions, 23 attempts. He had 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. He threw for 138 yards. What did you think about Shedeur Sanders in his performance with the Cleveland Browns? Do you think we'll see more of him?
Well, I texted you all during the game, and I said Shedeur has earned himself a spot on a team. If it's not the Browns, some team will give him an opportunity to play football this year, whether that be in a backup role, a practice squad role, or maybe as a starter at some point. Like what I watched from him was complete poise in the pocket. I don't care who you're playing against. I don't care if you say, well, Carolina was playing their second string. Well, he was playing with second stringers as well. And then I watched how the team on the sideline interacts with him. Like, he carries himself. They pay attention. They pay attention to how the superstars of that team, Myles Garrett especially, like normally, if you're a 5th round draft pick, undrafted rookie, you're not going to get the defensive player of the year, a future Hall of Famer, having casual conversations with you and just, talking, spitting, and just having a good time. So I'm paying attention to that too. But his play on the field, I think it speaks volumes. He took care of the football. He didn't make any poor decisions. He had a couple of throws that he tried to force it in there, but what quarterback doesn't? I thought he showed good mobility and not taking risks downfield when you didn't need to. I thought he had a really good game. Scored 2 touchdowns, led to 3 scoring drives, and they won the game. And his play, in my opinion, is it starter quality? I would need to see him with other starters on both sides. But what he had, right. I thought he played outstanding the other night.
Yeah, I am completely in lockstep with you, Anthony. We were watching some of the video, and I was saying the exact same things as Carey is. You get a young player that is thrust into a leadership role, because a quarterback has to be a leader, has to be a captain almost. I don't mean literally, right, but you got to be leading men, several men. They have to buy what you're selling.
Correct.
And what I saw from Shedeur Sanders was great body language, very confident, talking to all the different position players, the linemen, the running backs, the receivers, grabbing the coach, talking to the defensive guy. Like, he was everywhere. Yeah. And it was not like cocky. It was just like I'm the starting quarterback. Like, this is what we're doing. And the players were buying, again, what he was selling. So do I think he's the starting quarterback for the Browns? I think the Browns are going to pump the brakes on this. But for me, and I know it's preseason, and it was the Panthers, but that's all Shedeur Sanders could do is play that game against that team. He hasn't had another opportunity right now. Yeah. But for me, I think you see Joe Flacco as a starter. Yeah. And I think based on what I saw and what the ceiling could be, Shedeur Sanders would be my backup. Not even practice squad.
He set the bar really high for Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel when they do get healthy. First of all, they're injured. So when you're dealing with an injury and there's that competition, you're already behind. So they're going to have to play extremely well, and they got 2 more games. It's not 4 games anymore. It's only 3. You got 2 more games for both of those guys. You know what Kenny Pickett is. He was a first-round draft pick, but he has not had a stellar career. He's kind of been up and down, been back up, been moved and traded and all those things. And Dylan Gabriel was a guy who most people thought that Shedeur was better than him coming into the draft. So both of those guys have an opportunity. They will have an opportunity, but I think Shedeur set the bar really high for them to try to surpass that in the next couple of games.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you say, well, it's preseason, it's the Panthers, and I know Joe Boost Jockstrap said the same thing, he's right. It's only preseason, it's only the Panthers. However, if you look at Dylan Gabriel, who comes into the same training camp with the same rookie status, and he's hurt. Right. Think about what that does for Dylan Gabriel, who did not play well because he didn't play at all against the Panthers,
Right.
so you can look at it one of two ways. You can say, yeah, it's only the preseason, it's only week one, it's only backups, only this. But Dylan Gabriel would have loved, I'm sure, to go 14 of whatever for a couple tutties against
how many preseason games did they play?
3.
Just with 3 total,
So
yeah.
if Pickett and Gabriel aren't healthy enough to play a game, the Wally Pipp thing is real.
Yeah.
Because now you have nothing to go on. Kenny Pickett, you have a resume at least a little bit. I don't know if you really want to use that, but
For me, and when people say, oh, it's just preseason, no, it matters. Like it matters. It doesn't matter for. It doesn't matter for Myles Garrett. It doesn't matter for Aaron Rodgers or Saquon Barkley, Jalen. Like, it doesn't matter for those guys. But there are 30 to 40 guys that are trying to make a team, and not all of them are going to make it. And so if you put it on film, it's one thing to do it in practice. It's another thing to be able to learn and take what you learned in practice and apply it in the game.
Yeah.
If you can apply it in the game, that shows the coaches, okay, he's not just a practice player. He can perform when everything isn't perfect. And so for me, watching Shedeur play on Friday night, I thought he did an outstanding job. And I do want to compare and contrast. I want to see what Kenny Pickett looks like. I want to see what Dylan Gabriel looks like. I think they're solidified with Joe Flacco being their starter, but Shedeur played outstanding. I think he's going to get more opportunities.
Couple more things here. So Joe Boo says, so Shedeur is better than Gabriel. I guess that's good. Well, it's good for Shedeur. He was drafted after him. He got an opportunity and he played well. So I don't know. And Joe Boo's jockstrap is smart guy. Like, you know what we're saying here. The other note too, and Jeremy brought this up in the snake pit. Maurice Norris, the safety for the Lions. Apparently he's gotten a lot better since Friday night.
Oh, yeah,
if you
that
did
was
not
a scene,
see it,
man. Wow.
It was in Atlanta. First preseason game for the Falcons, second one for the Lions, and Norris went in to make a tackle first play of the fourth quarter, and I imagine his knee caught the running back's or his head caught the running back's knee when he was going in to get a tackle. Immediately, the Falcons trainers rushed on the field and were motioning over for the stretcher and motioning over for the Lions trainer. I mean, they were on it quickly. Got him strapped to got him into the ambulance and rushed him right away to the hospital. And according to the Lions now, he's doing a lot better. He's got full movement and everything. But it was a scary scene. One of those where you're watching football and you're like, man, this is the worst of it right here. I loved what Dan Campbell for the Lions and Raheem Morris for the Falcons did, where all of the players got together and they were praying for Norris right on the field. Both teams agreed we're going to take kneel downs the rest of the way.
Yep.
And they actually did that for like 6 minutes of game clock.
And then finally the referees were like, okay, we'll just run it.
Finally New York called in and said, hey, guys, just suspend the game.
Yeah.
I don't know why it took that long, but either way, I thought it was the only thing that was really appropriate after you watch one of your players who's just like shaking on the field.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Especially a preseason game. Like, I would even say that a regular season game should be affected in some capacity, although that's much harder to get around that.
Yeah.
But we have seen regular season games in different sports affected by things like this to where they do figure it out and play a different day and replay the game or whatever
we saw
it is.
that with DeMar Hamlin.
And T. Higgins,
And
We saw that. I saw it in hockey with the Yuri Fisher thing and all that stuff. The Jay Bowmeister game. Like, there's ways to figure it out. I just thought it was very classy move by both teams, and nobody seemed upset by it.
No, not at all. Yeah, there's zero complaints on that. And good to hear that Norris has regained, consciousness, of course, and he's got. It seems like as of right now, everything looks good health-wise for Norris. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. So Yadi made his return to the dugout over the weekend. We saw him Friday and Saturday, and we'll just kind of get into some of our thoughts with Yadi being in the dugout and whether or not, his return wound up being much ado about nothing. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Well, summer's coming to an end. As sad as that is, some people out there are looking to sell their home. And if they're looking to do so, you can't just trust an average agent. You can't put it in the hands of somebody who maybe doesn't know what they're doing or doesn't sell enough houses. That's why you have to trust the best in the business. And that's Gloria Loot with your home sold guaranteed realty. The word guaranteed, that's what matters here. Gloria Loot is going to sell your home for 100% of its market value, or she's going to pay you the difference, and she guarantees that. But Gloria's not worried because she's got over 24,000 buyers in waiting that are looking for homes currently in your area, in your price range, and you could already have your home sold right now just by listing it with Gloria Lou. So please, if you want top dollar and you want to sell fast and you want to be very confident in your agent, call Gloria Lou. Tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number's 314-325-6888. Again, that's 314-325-6888, or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. As always, Gloria and the seller must agree upon the sales price and possession date.
It was awesome to have Yadi around, and just, obviously big series win for us, right? And we did against the Dodgers as well, which is a tough environment. So it's pretty good for the guys just to taste the success against teams that are, supposed to be in the playoffs right now.
That was John Jay, who appeared on BK and Ferrario earlier today. If you missed that show, you can always download the app or get the podcast at 101ESPN.com. All podcasts brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Yadi Molina. We know that he was in the clubhouse and the dugout for the team on Friday and Saturday. Going into the series, of course, there was a big kind of underswell of Cardinals fans saying, "Hey, maybe this is a sign that Yadi will eventually replace Ollie Marmol." When it was all said and done, though, was it kind of much ado about nothing? I mean, it's great that he was there. I know it was probably fantastic for the players, but really, I think it wound up being a smaller story to the bigger headline, which is that the Cardinals took 2 of 3 from the Cubs and won the series.
Yeah, but I'm reading on social media it's because Yadi was there.
Oh, got it. All right.
Like,
but what did he do on Saturday?
I was gonna say he was there. He was there 2 days. He was there Friday and Saturday. Friday, great. Brought the lineup card out.
Yeah.
Boom. Fans cheered him. Tip of the cap, like Marshy did to you earlier, Anthony. And then Saturday happened. He was still there.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Yeah, Yadi magic
wasn't his fault.
Didn't rub off on old Palante.
It was Ollie's fault Saturday. He didn't what?
He didn't rub off on
I hope
Palante.
not.
No, he didn't
He's
rub
a
off on
catcher.
him. Yeah, you got to. Sometimes your aura rubs off on people.
Yeah, you better be careful.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to be.
Your
just
aura,
be smart
just
about
being you can rub off. Like sometimes I rub off on Jamie based on how I act, and then he responds.
Good point.
See?
And then I reciprocate and I rub off on Carey. Just by the way, I respond to him rubbing
Correct.
off on me.
So
Are we still talking about?
We're talking about Yadi.
Yadi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his aura. rubbing
Follow
off
along,
on him.
Anthony,
Yeah,
please.
I apologize.
So I was thinking, I'm like, was it? I mean, it was exciting. I think fans were excited to see Yadi back in a Cardinal uniform. It was special.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
Ollie handled it well.
I think
Ollie
Ollie handled it like a pro.
Yeah.
Like as he should. He's the one that say, hey, come on, this is my dugout, but damn it, you're invited. But I don't know. So what now? Where's Yadi?
Well, apparently Yadi's going to join the team a couple more times. I think the next one when they're in Miami or whatever, he's going to join there. Listen.
Is he?
That's what they say.
No, not Izzy.
Not Izzy. He joins
Izzy.
Izzy does join the team from time to time, but I did see the big boy out on vacation. He was running down a sand dune, so Izzy's a little busy right now. Good for him, but I don't see the downside in it. After the initial, not shock, but announcement of making it a big deal here at Busch Stadium, the Chicago Cubs. I said it last week. I'll say it again. If Yadi could sit there and have a discussion with Paez, Herrera, Poso, whoever, maybe he grabs a Palante and says, all right, man, I saw that on Saturday. Let's talk. Maybe he grabs Paez, or who was catcher? It was Poso. Was it Poso? Grabs
Poso had an error, didn't he? Friday
Maybe
night?
he says to Poso, hey, man, why are you calling...
Saturday?
Why are you calling for that pitch there on this one? He doesn't have his stuff. Little things if that's actually what Yadi's going to do.
And I imagine he did. And that, Jamie, I think you're absolutely right. Him being there for those moments, I think are big.
Yeah.
But I guess my not complaint or gripe or misunderstanding of the situation, how much can you really gain in 2 days? Right? I mean, you can have a conversation. But sometimes, and most times, especially with younger players, you have to reiterate what you told them. Like if I tell you one time, you'll do it right now, right here, because you'll remember because it's fresh in your brain. But the moment I walk away, you're going to go back to doing what the hell you've been doing because I'm not there to constantly, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this. And so I think it was an outstanding, performative thing that he was able to come back. I don't know what the fans look like. I don't know what Busch Stadium looked like with him there. I don't know if that added more excitement for fans to show up Friday night or Saturday night. But I think we may have just made a much about nothing where it's like, all right, that's over. Now what?
Yeah.
I don't know. I push back on that. I think anytime you can get a great player to go into the dugout or the locker room, I feel like those little moments could add up in the long run. I understand what you're saying about your coaches reiterating things, but if you have an all-time legend say something, you're like, oh my gosh, that kind of sticks with you, right?
Especially during a game.
Yeah.
I think if you're in the middle of a game, you're competing, and Yadi says something to you that could make it a difference, I think that would stick with you.
Yeah.
I think what Carey's saying overall, though, when that announcement was made, there was just this big uproar, and
Like he was going to become the manager as Ollie was just going to like fade into the bushes like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're good now. Yadi's
right.
Like, I think it's a cool moment. I don't want to take anything away from the moment or from Yadi coming back. I think that's special when you can have former players be in attendance. Like I said, I played in Pittsburgh. We got to see Mel Blount all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw Franco Harris all the time. Like to see, those former players, those former greats is like, and to have conversations with them, you're like, man, this is pretty awesome.
Sure.
But I don't know if Franco were coming out there to show me, hey, you should, I would have been like, okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know that it made that much of a difference.
The only other thing I'll say is, if Ollie didn't handle it the way he did, it would have been a much bigger story after the series.
Yeah.
You're like Ollie saying, yeah, of course, I responded to him right away. I told him, get in the dugout. You're going to be in a uniform. You'll carry out the lineup card, all that. Had he not handled it that way, and they took 2 of 3 to the Cardinals, and he just didn't address it, he didn't say much, then that becomes a story. Mm-hmm. But I think because Ollie did his thing, and they took 2 of 3, it winds up being a cool footnote. Yeah. And I'm sure for those players in the dugout, it wound up being really good, and you got something out of it. But otherwise, not that big of a story for us and the media, I would think. All right, Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. Is what we're seeing from Jordan Walker real? I think Carey says yes, absolutely. The rest of us, we say yes, absolutely. I can't wait to see what he does tonight.
Oh, man.
That was uncalled for.
We'll get into Jordan Walker and his hot streak next on 101 ESPN.
As that ball blasted by Walker, deep left. Jordan Walker has extended the lead. That one's been, Brad, a long time coming.
That was on Friday night. Chip Carey, Brad Thompson, FanDuel Sports Network, as the Cardinals shut out the Cubs that night. They wound up taking 2 of 3 against their bitter rivals. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN, where it is 3:05. Your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Jordan Walker over his last 69 at-bats. Nice job, Marsh, pulling that number out. Walker's been on a tear. He's hitting .333. A lot of the advanced metrics recently starting to up to, no, they're not great, but the standard numbers all look good. Do you guys believe that what we're seeing out of Jordan Walker is real?
I mean, I have no choice but to believe it. Look, we've been very
buying into him. Maybe turning a corner is a better way to put that.
Yeah, I think he looks more confident to me at the plate. Now, is all the contact, crisp, clean, and all? No, it isn't. And are some of his hits just finding homes out there? Yeah, but that's the game of baseball, really.
Right.
Like, pitchers go through the same thing. A little bloop that just gets over. It's still a base hit, even though it's not really a good hit.
That happens a lot to Miles Michaelis. It gives up a lot of soft contact. The ball just has eyes sometimes.
No.
It's baseball.
The ball has eyes at 112 miles per hour.
Off the wall.
Off the scoreboard.
But other than that,
very
solid.
You take away those 6 home runs that he gave up.
Very solid.
He had an excellent start.
But no, Jordan Walker, I'm happy for the kid. Is this real? Is this that? Like, that's forever going to be the question with him until he puts together a couple of solid seasons. The problem with that is baseball doesn't really allow players to have solid seasons. There's a certain number of players that are able to do that, but for the most part, unless you're an elite of the elite, and even those guys go through some slumps sometimes.
Yeah.
We're always going to be doing this game with Jordan Walker. Let's just be happy that he's contributing. I think he's playing pretty solid outfield. He was a difference maker in the Cubs series in more ways than one. It wasn't just one hit. It was a number of different little plays that he made, and stealing bases and doing things like that. Like, I'm watching a guy that looks like he's confident, aggressive, and loves playing baseball. And the numbers right now, never mind the underlying numbers, the numbers right now are bearing out that he's an improving player. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think he is. I think it's showing that he is improving. And I think, with each at bat, each hit, whether it's a bloop single, whether it's a line drive, 100 miles, 111 miles off the bat, I think he's gaining confidence. And to me, Jamie, we've talked about this. The most important thing as a professional athlete is your confidence. Like, you have the skill set, otherwise you wouldn't be in the NHL, in the NFL, a Major League Baseball player. How much confidence do you have, and how do you respond when you don't do the thing that you're supposed to be doing? How are you sulking? Are you sitting down because you struck out 3 times in a game? Or are you saying, okay, let me fix this so my next opportunity I do get a hit? And I think he's adjusting to the pitches. I think his approaches have been much better than they have. He's not swinging and missing at an alarming rate as he was, earlier in the season and last year. So I think all things incrementally are getting better game by game and night by night, and you're seeing it on the field. And I think because of that, he's starting to have the confidence that he needs to be able to play every day.
If Jordan Walker continues to do what he's doing right now throughout the remainder of the season, do you believe that what the Cardinals plan for him in terms of this runway season, do you think it will be a success? Or did you need to see it over a full 162?
I think in order to talk about Jordan Walker being an everyday regular and capitalizing on the potential and all that, he's just got to do it. It's like Bill Parcells used to say, potential is just another word for you haven't done anything yet. So I think from that standpoint, he's missed too much of the season, but I do think if you finish strong, obviously you get an opportunity to head into winter ball and then spring training on a high note. That's ultimately what the Cardinals and what we are hoping for out of Jordan Walker. If you break it down, the last 3 weeks, so 66 plate appearances. He's only got 1 home run, which we saw on Friday, but he's driven in 7. He's scored 6 runs. His WRC Plus, which is a statistic that I really like. How productive are you at creating runs for your team? You can do it a variety of different ways. 127. So it's 27 percentage points higher than average. Average is 100. Do you know where he ranks over the last 3 weeks? Cardinals hitters, WRC Plus.
Like where he ranks on the team?
Where he ranks in the Cardinals.
Last 3 weeks?
Last
3 weeks.
He's probably
number one.
Yeah, first or second.
He's second. He's second behind Wilson Contreras, who's got a 169 WRC Plus.
Is that good?
That's very good. 323 batting average, 364 on base, 435 slug, 350 weighted on base. Excellent.
Is that the WOBA?
That's, yeah.
I know these things, Anthony.
Yes, you do.
See, Carey's actually a closet stat.
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, he just wants to throw us off the scent.
He do.
I geek out over it when I'm at home.
He fires up 4 different computers.
And
Speaking
just
of
roll
Carey.
around in the stats.
I don't know
the
if I want to
numbers.
picture that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Carey, Chester says, but what about his WAR?
Yeah.
His WAR over that time, 0.3. So.
That good?
Yeah.
So why is he not playing tonight then? What do you think that is?
Well,
Day off.
You brought up a good point.
Oh, he doesn't like him, clearly.
Marsh, I think we were talking about it in the break. If you got, Newt's fine and right, but Burleson and left, they like both players are fine. Maybe you want some more speed in the outfield, to be in between those guys with Victor Scott. And a day off, I don't know.
Because of who?
Newt.
No, because of Miles Michaelis is pitching.
Oh, well.
There
Or
could be
you
a
could
lot of
just-
balls on the outfield, Anthony. There could.
Put Ivan Herrera at catcher.
They're not doing that, so quit asking.
Crazy thought. I know it.
What the hell's wrong with
Crazy thought.
Stop
Crazy,
it.
crazy.
Just stop
Crazy,
it.
man. I like what you're crazy.
Nobody's gonna buy into Jordan Walker until he does it consistently.
Mm-hmm.
That's all professional
last
sports
three-
is, though.
exactly.
Like, the notion,
Exactly.
it is just that.
It's kind of life.
It's just
It's just
consistent.
life.
Are you
It's not like
consistent
Every
or
day.
not?
Did you do it today?
Did you do your job?
Yeah.
Are you going to do it tomorrow? Sure. Well, show me tomorrow.
When Brendan Donovan,
Show me the money.
Oh, show me.
when Brendan Donovan has a slump, we just say he's in a slump.
Yeah.
It's
No,
because
it's baseball.
we've seen it consistently out of Brendan Donovan now. He's an everyday player. It's a slump. He's in a slump. He'll work out of it. If Jordan Walker gets in a slump because he hasn't done it consistently, we say, well, I don't know. I don't know if he can be that guy. And right now he's on a hot streak, but that's all we're calling it.
Yeah.
Jamie's right. It's a marathon with baseball.
It totally is.
And because we're in St. Louis and we talk a lot of baseball, we tend to focus on streaks and slumps and, talk about it ad nausea. So right now, kid's on a hot streak. I hope it continues. We'll see how this thing plays out.
Yeah, let's just be happy for the kid.
I'm very happy for the kid. Absolutely.
I'm not talking to you. I mean, just overall.
Not you, but you in general.
Not you in particular, but you as part of a group of people.
Sure.
Yeah.
What do you mean, you people?
They don't want to be
You know.
Okay. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Texas is number one in the preseason polls for the first time ever, Bob. Are they the best team to beat, though, and best team right now in college football? We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN. Last night on 101 ESPN, Texas #1 in the preseason polls for college football. It's for the first time. Are they the team to beat, though, in college football? Carey, what do you think?
I was looking at this, and I wonder if this is them being #1. I mean, you got Arch Manning, who is their starting quarterback. And I'm wondering if this is basically based off of where and how they project Arch Manning to be. Because I'm looking at some of the other teams. Obviously, Penn State bringing back Drew Aller, who had a really good season last year, and they're bringing back both of their running backs. Oh, my headphones. When you moved your mic, what the heck how is that possible?
Am I shocking you?
No, it's going out. When you moved your mic one ear, it's not doing it now.
It's like if we all touched each other. And touched like the refrigerator or like a stove or something, and we all got shocked or something.
Yeah,
we have one of the older studios here.
Yeah, that was weird. It threw me off.
This wouldn't happen in the Point.
Yeah, it's not doing it now. But either way, so looking at that, Ohio State obviously being the national champions, but Will Howard drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm looking at all of these different teams, and I'm wondering if Texas is the #1 team solely based on Arch Manning because of what they expect him to be. Because when you look at some other teams and they have quarterbacks coming back, you're like, maybe those teams could jump them. But I just thought it was very intriguing that you have Texas as the #1 team, knowing that they weren't the team that won the national championship last year.
This ranking always kind of irritates me. It just does. Every year. And I know they have to do it. So it's not like I'm not going to say it's dumb because it has to be done. You have to have a little bit of a guesstimate as to what your top 25 is going to look like. But to Carey's point, it's almost solely based on potential. Because nobody's played a game yet. And some of these teams, some of these programs have lost some of their top players. So like Georgia's lost a few players. Now they've dropped to Ohio State. Naturally, that's going to affect what you think pre-snap, meaning before they play a game. And I think Texas being ranked #1 is absolutely 100% based upon the last name Manning. That's it. What is Arch Manning? What can he do? We had a small sample size last year, played some games, did pretty well. So, let's look at Texas. Heck of a team. I'm not just saying it's only Manning, but when you look at the quarterback situation, you go, okay, if Manning plays to his potential, what we all think he can be, that's a #1 team. That's going to be a tough team to beat. So, like I said, I understand the rankings and why they do it. I just think it's always kind of silly because literally it's based on hypotheticals until you play a game.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I think recruiting, you had mentioned.
But again, it's hypothetical. Those players haven't played a game yet.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. And ultimately, these preseason polls, these rankings, they don't matter. It's fodder for shows like this to talk about, right?
They matter when you're number 12 team in the country.
That's true.
You watch your damn mouth.
Good
Didn't
call.
matter until that happened.
Carey, I apologize.
I will be honest. I'll tell you the truth.
I apologize.
Thank you.
Let's call this what this is. It's an opportunity for college football to be discussed, and that's you always want publicity when it comes to your season. But Texas, elite recruiting, elite depth. Yes, Arch Manning, that name certainly matters. There's a lot of hype surrounding him. He's unproven, but I think if you're going to look at it and say, should Texas be the #1 team in the nation heading into the season based on what we already know about college football? Yes. Steve Sarkisian has done an excellent job at Texas. This isn't his first year. He's had a couple of great recruiting classes now, including the one that featured Arch Manning, and they have built a program that is a serious contender. We saw it last season. They got to the playoffs. So, yeah, I think Texas should be the #1 team. That doesn't mean they're a runaway by any means. I think right now in college football, it's as open as it has been.
Well, that question will be answered in week 1. They play Ohio State, and that's going to be
unreal, by the way.
That to me is going to be it is.
You get the blood donor games early.
Yeah, they're like
at Ohio State. That's going to be a really tough task for Texas to go into the Horseshoe and try to get a win there. But I'm looking at all of these other teams, and I'm looking at the top 10 teams. Only 3 of them have returning quarterbacks from last year: Penn State, Clemson, and LSU. And so I think we really don't know what those teams are.
Yeah.
You don't know. Arch Manning, you feel confident because you saw him play last year. Georgia, you saw Gunnar Stockton play a little bit, but he wasn't the starting quarterback. So you really have no answer for what these teams are going to be in 2025 because it's a completely different quarterback than it has been the previous year.
Right.
So it's going to be, for me, I think it could be chaos. Like, it'd be one of those years where you could have so many different teams in that top spot in the first 6 or 7 weeks because those teams are just going to be rotating in and out, and they're going to be playing tough competition. And as crazy as this may sound, and I've said this, we talked about this man a couple of weeks ago, James Franklin is probably in the best position that he has been in as a head coach at Penn State in his entire tenure. You got a quarterback coming back that most people thought would be a first-round draft pick if he decided to leave last year. He's returning. You got 2 star running backs, Singleton and Katron Allen, I think, that are there, going to be 1 and 2
that's
in Penn State
That's going to be the best rushing attack in the nation.
They are going to be a really good football team, and this probably is his best opportunity to win a national championship. And if he doesn't, you're going to be looking around like, hey, you don't have anybody else to blame but yourself.
Right.
Like, you're starting off high enough to where you can stumble a little bit at some point. You got 12 teams in the format right now. Like, you have everything right now in front of you if you're Penn State to be a national championship caliber team.
Yeah.
And let's see if they can get it done.
Yeah, there's a lot of – these are all hype. It's all about hype. You're hyping up certain teams. I mean, I actually think Georgia is being undersold because Gunnar Stockton – isn't Arch Manning, and he isn't, a name, a household name heading into the season. But that is one of the most complete rosters in college football, led by Kirby Smart, who has won national titles before. I think Georgia's being undersold, just like Texas might be being oversold right now.
Georgia, for me, I don't buy into Gunnar Stockton because
do you buy into that defense?
I do buy into the
elite
defense. But the reason being is because Carson Beck was not Quint Ewers. Like, Quint, you can make a case for why Arch wasn't starting at Texas. Quint Ewers was hey, okay, that's fine. But when you compare him to Carson Beck, if Gunnar Stockton was that guy, he should have been, in my opinion, starting over Carson Beck at Georgia last year. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't. And he finally got an opportunity when Carson got injured, but that to me kind of stands out. And it's like, it just brings a question, like, why wasn't he the starter if he had all of this potential to be the starter the following year?
But listen to what you're saying too, though. If Carson Beck if I'm reading you correctly, Carson Beck, kind of a middling SEC quarterback is what I'm gathering, right?
Yeah.
And they still
made it as far as they did.
Made it as far as it because of that elite talent around him. That's the only reason why I'm saying I feel like even for a Georgia team that has had a lot of success under Kirby Smart, I feel like they're kind of among the contenders, they're kind of flying under the radar. And if Gunnar Stockton can come in and do merely what Carson Beck did, man, they're going to be in. They're going to be in it.
Yeah, but you can be in it, but can you get over the hump? Like, and I think that's where Carson Beck, you could only get, because you do have so much talent around you, but your quarterback has to make a play. Mm-hmm. Like, your quarterback has to not make a mistake or make a big play that allows you to get into that spot, which is the national championship game. Like, that's the ultimate goal for these top 10 teams. It's not to, we made a college football playoff, hooray. No, It's to win a national championship. And if you have a national championship roster, but your quarterback isn't the elite quarterback or able to get you over that hump, I think that could be detrimental to that team.
That's Gary Davis. That's Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Marshy put together some of the bigger questions currently facing the Blues. We'll answer those next on 101 ESPN.
E&B Granite, they have been in the business of countertops and cabinets and remodeling kitchens, bathrooms, and outdoor spaces for over 20 years now in the St. Louis area. I have personally used E&B Granite to redo a kitchen, and I'll just go through the whole process with you. I went down to their showroom, which is a lovely showroom, down at 6135 Manchester Avenue. Walked in and talked to one of the in-house design staff members and kind of outlined what I wanted to do, but I wasn't completely sure. And it was great. The representative brought me into the back where they have all of the countertops. We were able to find a countertop that was exactly what we wanted. Then they paired it up with the cabinets and then the backsplash. And then that's when the technicians went to work. The installers got in there, measured everything, ripped everything out, and installed everything. It looked like it was part of a magazine photo shoot when they were done. And that's the kind of service that you're going to get when you call E&B Granite. Again, whether it's your kitchen, your bathroom, or your outdoor living space, give them a call. Book an appointment with one of their in-house design staff members. They're going to do amazing things for your home. That number, by the way, is 314-645-9300. Again, 314-645-9300. You can always visit them at enbgranite.com. Remember, E&B Granite, luxury for less for Missouri and Illinois.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals take 2 of 3 against the Chicago Cubs this weekend. They'll take on the Colorado Rockies tonight. First pitch tonight at Busch Stadium is at 6:45. Miles Michaelis on the mound tonight for the Cardinals. The Cardinals are 3.5 games back of that final wild card spot, so we'll see if they can continue to make that push towards the postseason. We're going to take a break from baseball and football and talk some Blues hockey. Biggest questions facing the Blues. We'll discuss it next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Questions facing the Blues. It's a Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. Marsh, I know you compiled some things for our guy Jamie Rivers as you were looking around the NHL landscape this morning. What do you got?
All right, we are going to start off with this first question, and I think it's a question that everybody is wondering. Who will be the number 2 center? Who will that actually be?
Well, it'll be the guy that plays behind Robert Thomas.
You know what, Jamie? That's good. That's a good point there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Carey.
Question number 2.
Yeah. What's next?
He can't play behind him. It's not like a quarterback situation.
Well, he plays behind him in theory in the lineup.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he could play behind him. He didn't have 2 centermen on the ice at the same time.
That's very true. It has happened, yeah.
No, okay, so in all seriousness, I think this is kind of the question of the offseason when it comes to the forwards for the Blues is who will actually be the second line center. I have been steadfast that until Braden Shen shows that he cannot deliver like he did last year with Holloway and Carey, again, I'd run it back with that line.
Might as well.
And I'd give Braden Shen absolutely every single opportunity to play with those two. The chemistry was fantastic. You had a great combination of speed on the outside, great defensive play down the middle, physicality. We saw Holloway with some big hits. We saw Shen's obviously a physical guy. Even Jordan Kyrou started finishing a lot more checks last year. I would run it back with Braden Shen as the number 2 center. Now, in the offseason, they signed Pius Suter, who was a 25-goal man. So one would sit here and go, okay, if he scored 25 playing with a lineup in Vancouver that wasn't all that great, that was dysfunctional, they had their problems all season long, what could Pius Suter look like playing with Holloway and Carey? That might be interesting. And it might be. But again, I'm going to give Braden Shen in that line every chance to kind of reproduce what they did last year. So for me, to start the season, it's Braden Shen's job to lose. If Pius Suter starts lighting it up and looking really good, then look, there's nothing wrong with at that point making a change, because Braden Shen would look you right in the eyeball and say that winning hockey games is more important for him than worrying about being number 2 center.
Yeah.
So, but that's kind of where I go with it.
Second question, what contribution can the Blues truly get from Logan Mailloux?
So this is going to be the interesting one, because I know for a fact there are still some disgruntled Blues fans that do not like the fact that Zach Bolduc was traded. And guess what? I feel your pain. I loved Zach Bolduc as a St. Louis Blue. Loved the way he played. He turned into a pest. Fast, physically capable of getting there, strong enough to hurt you with hits, good defensive play. It got better and better as the season went on, and he got you 19 goals. I'm just going to call him a 20-goal scorer to make it easier. So, and that was his first real season in the NHL, and his first season, actually 3/4 of a season under Jim Montgomery. So one always goes, man, I wonder what would be with another full season. What does it look like a year or two down the road? Is he a 40-goal scorer? I don't know if Zach Bolduc ever gets there, but he's shown he can score in the National Hockey League. And you traded him for Logan Mailloux, who not many people in St. Louis know of his game, his style of play, the individual, nothing. We really don't have a book on this player at the NHL level. He's only played, 7 or 8 games, I think, total. But this, to me, is going to be interesting, because if Logan Mailloux can elevate himself in the lineup, get a little bit of second power play time, he is nasty. He likes to play physical. He's a big boy at, 6'3", 6'4", 220 already at this time of his life. Like, it's a big dude. And that right-handed shot defenseman being able to log 20 to 25 minutes a game, those are really hard to find. So although the trade the trade of Bolduc for Mailloux stings, it might sting a whole lot less after this season with the Blues because Mailloux's proven that he could be a 30 to 45 point defenseman while being physical, that nasty guy that everybody's wanted for so long now. Want that nasty guy on the blue line. Okay, well, you got a chance to have him here right now. So again, ultimately, what does Logan Mailloux contribute this year? It depends on how the young man plays. Because I can tell you that Doug Armstrong is going to want to see this player be successful because you better believe he reads the clippings, he sees the stuff, he knows fans are like, what is he doing? We trust in Army until we don't trust him. Mm-hmm. So Army's going to want this young man to play very well, and I think he will. I think it's going to be a good experience. Ultimately, I think he ends up being the partner for Philip Broberg. At some point, he leapfrogs whoever it is into that top 4 spot.
How long do we not us, but do Blues fans, would you guesstimate, give Logan Mailloux to look like a Philip Broberg or one of those dudes?
Yeah, give him 40 games, man.
Okay.
Give him 40 games. The guy has barely played in the NHL. It's just like anything else. We talk about Jordan Walker. We talk about all these young players, and you can't expect miracles immediately. Mm-hmm. And look at Zach Bolduc. I think he played, his first 2 years or a year and a half in the minors before he got his little cup of coffee, and then even then it was sporadic ice time. Drew Bannister only put him in protected situations, and then finally he got a coach and that played him the right way, and finally things clicked for him. So we can't expect Logan Mailloux to match Zach Bolduc right from the get-go because he has not had any of that experience. So let's just be patient. Let's pump the brakes with this guy a little bit.
Final question here. How long until Doug Armstrong solidifies a long-term deal with Philip Broberg and Dylan Holloway, and what does it look like?
Yeah, so this was surprising to me that Army didn't get it done this offseason. Now, the offseason's not done. We have seen Army lock up extensions as training camp gets closer, even after training camp and things like that. But here's what I do know is the Blues really like both players. Obviously, Army liked them enough to, at the time, overpay for those players. And what did they do? They rewarded Army by playing literally up to the value of their contract. And in Holloway's case, maybe outperformed his contract. The salary cap will go up exponentially. Let's remember the 10 free agents that the Blues have. I think it's 7 of them are unrestricted free agents. All that money comes off the books. And your salary cap is going up. There is no way in you-know-what that Army will not have enough money to match any offer sheet if someone was to come to kick the tires on Broberg and Holloway. So that's just one avenue, and I know a lot of people are thinking about that because of what Army did to get those guys.
It's payback time.
It's payback.
I'm sure he thought about it.
He's very well prepared for it. But I think in the landscape of things, I said it halfway through last season, I would have given them 8 times 8. Get both players matching contracts, 8 times 8. I see some people, they start to nitpick. Well, I only give them $7 million. Okay, whatever. Okay, 8 times 7 then, right? Whatever. But I do think it's important that Army gets the 8-year deal in place. Here's why. 2 seasons from now, the new CBA kicks in, and teams will only be allowed to re-sign their own players for 7 years, no longer 8. And then unrestricted free agents can only get 6 years, not 7. So if you're Army and you've got 2 really good young players, as in Broberg and Holloway, you're going to want that 8 years from them. Bring them right into the beginning of their 30s. Like, you're going to want to make sure you lock them up. Whether it's 8 times 7, 8 times 8, 8 times 9, who knows? The way Holloway playing, if he scores 40 next year, the price tag goes up. But I think anywhere between 7 and 9 per year is where it's going to land for both of those players. And I really hope it's 8 years for each guy.
Yeah, I would imagine that Army has thought out the next several seasons, especially with a young protege like Alexander Steen coming in. He'll want to make sure that
left in the covers completely bare.
Hey, you know what? It's going to be a little tough for you, but you'll do great, champ. You'll be just fine. All right. It's the look at some of the biggest questions right now facing the Blues. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. So Carey noticed something over the weekend that a player that is holding out that he did and was unique. But will it matter? We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN. Auto Centers Nissan out in Herculaneum, Missouri. They've always got great deals going on, and I love what they have going on right now in the month of August. They got it's the out of this world and into your driveway event. It's all courtesy of Auto Centers Nissan. They've got over 1,000 vehicles all in one massive location. When you drive out to Herculaneum, you'll see that they've got the dealership right there, right off I-55, just minutes from South County, and you'll see the wide selection that they have there. And one of the best parts about Auto Centers Nissan is that when you go to AutoCentersNissan.com and you peruse their inventory and you find a couple of vehicles that fit your price point and what you're looking for mileage-wise, whether it's a brand new Nissan or of course, I'm talking about more of a used vehicle, they'll have that same vehicle for you to test drive at their location. So no bouncing between lots, no mystery, just the best selection in the St. Louis area, all in one place. And I mentioned that deal that they have going on right now. 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down, and no payments for 3 months on 2025 Rogues, Pathfinders, and Muranos, all built in the USA, all priced to move with massive dealer discounts. And if you're shopping used, they've got you covered there too. 0 down and no payments for 3 months on a huge lineup of quality pre-owned vehicles. Plus, every new Nissan at Auto Centers Nissan comes with their exclusive lifetime warranty and 30-day return promise. So tell them Stalter sent you when you head out to Herculaneum and check them out online at AutoCentersNissan.com. So, Carey, you saw something over the weekend that a NFL player did that is holding in right now. That's the new-ish term where players, they don't
hold out.
They
don't go home.
They still go to the facility. They still
don't want to pay the fine,
around. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, $50,000 a day fine, something like that.
Imagine $50,000 a day.
Ridiculous, man.
If my agent ever told me, by the way, you're going to sit out, it's only going to cost you $50,000 a day.
Like, I'll be there.
I'd be like, really?
You know, they have a fine for being overweight too. It's like 800 pounds per pound per day. $800 per pound per day.
Yeah, right.
$800 per pound per day.
Is there a guy on Tampa Bay that is experiencing that
the
right
big,
now?
huge defensive guy that they won't even let him play
one from
practice. Yeah.
The kid, the one that got the kid from Florida, is that the one we're talking about?
Which one?
I don't know. From Tampa Bay.
You're not talking about Vita Vea, are you?
No. He's a young kid. He just got drafted. He's like 400 pounds. He was a kid, and then they're like, okay, you're way overweight.
$800 per pound per day. Yeah. Hey, 20 pounds overweight.
That's not fun.
Desmond Watson, a defensive tackle, is known for being the heaviest player in the NFL. He weighed 464 pounds at his Florida Pro Day. He's listed at 449 pounds on the Buccaneers roster.
He's dropping weight like crazy.
The team has set a weight goal for him, and he is currently unable to practice due to not meeting that target.
What is the goal?
Buccaneers want him to trim down to at least 400 pounds, if not 380.
60, 40, what is that, 40 pounds? He started at 464?
He's almost 50 pounds from what he's listed at now on the Buccaneers roster.
So he can't play, and he
$800 per pound per day.
And he's getting fined?
He's probably not getting fined.
He's probably not
because he's a rookie.
But if he was a returning player, he showed up that much
veteran. Yeah, if he was a veteran.
Wow.
And I had a team. Yeah, you get $800 per pound per day.
Yeah,
it gets expensive. $8,000 if you're 10 pounds overweight. Either way, so I was looking at this and I thought that this was so intriguing. One of the teams that you, Anthony, feel like has a real chance to do something special in the AFC because you love their quarterback. And no, I'm not talking about Justin Herbert and your Los Angeles Chargers.
Not mine.
But I'm talking about the Buffalo Bills. James Cook has decided to not only hold in, but he took it a step further, which he hasn't practiced in 8 days. He started off training camp practicing. He's looking to get a new deal from the Bills. He's going into the final year of his rookie contract, being paid $5 million. And he wants that financial security that all players want because we see them dropping like flies. He has not played or practiced in 8 days. But somehow or another, the Bills organization coaching staff were convinced that he was going to actually play in the preseason game. Why do you say? Why in the hell would they think that? Well, Anthony, Jamie, Marshy, he dressed out. He went through warm-ups, and they were under the impression that this man, who has not taken a snap in 8 days, was going to participate in an NFL football game. I don't give a damn if it's preseason. It's still live football. And they were convinced. And they were kind of in shock when he said, I just went through warm-ups. I'm not playing. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting here still waiting on a contract. Now, to me, I looked at this and I said, damn it, that is a genius. To me, it is a genius because we've talked about the contracts and how players can be cut at any point and lose out on their financial security. It is not a guaranteed deal. Mm-hmm. You will get the money that you were already paid, any money that you were owed, but you will not get that salary for that year if the team decides to cut you in training camp and move on from paying that salary. So I have no issue with what James Cook is deciding to do. He's going to wait it out. He's going to wait it in. He's in practice. He's warming up in games, and he's going before the game like, not going to be able to do it.
I got a problem with my eyes. Can't see me playing this game.
As an organization, how do you combat that? Because you can't physically force him into the game if he's hurt. Mm-hmm. Because you're being detrimental.
You'd have to prove you're hurt.
Do you?
I don't know.
My hamstring hurts every day. I walked through the parking lot today. I damn near thought I was going to fall over. My knees are bone on bone.
You're right, because the team can't call a player and say, no, we don't believe you're hurt. And then if he goes and gets hurt, now they're liable.
Now you're liable. So for me, I watched this. I said, this man is playing the game at a whole different level. Never in my life have I seen a player who doesn't want to play actually dress out, warm up for the preseason game, and then say, I'm not playing. Gotcha. You thought I was going,
Carey, if I may.
Gotcha.
There were several times in my career where I warmed up, dressed out, took warm-up, and then was told I wasn't playing.
That's different. that's frustrating as hell.
It's always fun coming off the ice for warm-up, and your assistant coach is standing on the runway, basically, where you come off. And you can always tell because their eyes get a little bigger as you get closer because they really don't want to tell you. Mm-hmm. And like, hey, you're not going to go, man. Get a little extra on the bike. Yeah, okay. And no spit. Okay, thanks. It happened. I kind of knew when I was warming up without a partner out there that I wasn't playing.
You weren't going to be in today.
Probably not going to make it.
That makes sense.
So listening to this, I mean, ideally, the Bills need James Cook, I think, to win a Super Bowl. He led the league in rushing touchdowns last year. He was tied for the lead, and your only other, I mean, you got a couple other guys on the roster that can help, but they're not as good as him. And then you're going to be leaning on Josh Allen to be your featured back to some degree if you don't have James Cook in the fold. I thought this was outstanding by him. He's obviously thinking ahead, and the Bills don't want to have to pay him. Ideally, the Bills will pay him this $5.2 million this year, franchise tag him next year, and then they'll revisit it and say, hey, we'll see. They don't want to give him a contract extension. And he's saying, nah, I want to be paid for the work that I've done and the work that you all expect me to do going forward. And I have no issue with what he's doing. And I just thought it was so intriguing that he would actually – I thought it was intriguing on both sides. Like, what damn coach do you think – why in the hell would you think he was going to play if he ain't why would you want him to play? Like, why would you want him to play, though? He ain't practiced in 8 days. He ain't
really expect the guy to be playing at that point?
That's nonsense. I wonder if it was just coach speak from McDermott who said, you know, he said he wanted Cook to play, but he refused.
But why would you want him to play if he hasn't practiced in 8 days?
Just because it would mean that he's good to go. He's going to play.
Nah.
Because if Dalvin Cook, that's his brother. If James Cook says to him, hey, I'm sure Dalvin Cook would say yes at this point.
No, Dalvin probably told him not to.
If James Cook said to McDermott, yeah, I'll play, then that would be an indication that he's going to put the contract situation on hold. But otherwise, I agree with you guys. Common sense would say that he's not going to do so.
Yeah.
This is the same issue, though. We talked about this last week with James Cook. If he's not going to be a complete third down back, they worry about his pass blocking abilities.
Yeah.
Then they're not going to have him on the field. You're seeing Ty Johnson. You're seeing, Davis. You're seeing all these other guys. So the Bills are like, we're not going to pay you like Kyron Williams, who's a complete complete 3-down back. So something's going to have to give here. Either Cook and his agent are going to say, all right, we're going to have to take a little bit less than Kyron Williams, or they say, well, good luck with Ty Johnson and Davis and everybody else. We'll be over here.
And that's not going to go well for the Bills.
It's not.
Because neither of I think Ray Davis, I thought he was really good in Kentucky. I haven't seen much. I didn't see much last year. He's a rookie, obviously, last year, but I would need to see more. Ty Johnson, you kind of know who he is. He is a backup running back. James Cook is their lead back, and he's the guy that you're going to hand the ball to. He had an outstanding year last year, which, to my surprise, I thought he was going to be around the 800, 900 yards, at best. He had over 1,000 yards and led the league in rushing touchdowns. Mm-hmm. You probably want that guy on your roster if you have aspirations of making it to a Super Bowl, which this is the window for the Buffalo Bills. You need to we talked about their defense the other day. They're getting a little bit older. They've added some older veterans. Offensively is where you're going to hang your hat, and if you don't have him on your team playing every down, good luck.
Jeremy says not practicing is that means you're ready to go. I imagine that comment is directed toward me. What I'm saying is if Cook told the coaching staff, yeah, I'll play tonight, it means that they're going to put he's putting the contract situation on hold. I'm just saying from McDermott's standpoint, maybe that's what he was thinking. That's all. Otherwise, again, common sense would indicate he hadn't been practicing. He's not going to play in the game. He's just dressing to
There's no way they
to appease the hold in, and that's it.
There's no way they didn't know. The receivers coach, the offensive coordinator, there's no way they sit in that coach's room and go, okay, yeah, he's a player for us.
I completely agree. All right, it's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We got the Gauntlet next. Jamie, you experienced the same thing as I did because I know this for a fact because you actually took me down to Mentality to get it straightened out. So we were feeling fatigued constantly. You have multiple jobs. This is our main one, but you got different side businesses. I'm running around with 3 kids constantly with my wife, Kristen, and you know what? You start to feel dragged down. As we get older, testosterone levels start to dip. It's natural. But that doesn't mean you have to put up with it. And I love the fact that you didn't really drag me down because I was looking at you. I'm like, man, you look like you got your act together. Jamie, what's your secret? Mentality. Boom. You took me down there. I sat down with the board-certified physicians who were as nice and as understanding as they could be. They asked me a couple of simple questions. They drew my blood, and they said, hey, man, you are low on testosterone, a couple other vitamins. Here's what we can offer as a program. I jumped on the program. It's been well over a year now, if not 2 years. I feel great.
Yeah, and whether it's testosterone or maybe get on the peptide train. That's where I discovered you talking to the board-certified physicians. They say, hey, you know, you're at the age now, you're 50 years old. You got all those injuries from when you played, and, you know, maybe some of that extra fat is having a hard time. The peptides have been unbelievable. It's a whole new experience. I suggest it for anybody. You don't even have to be a former pro athlete. Everybody's got aches and pains and things that they'd like to improve on. And so that's another thing that Mentality offers. So again, like Anthony said, visit one of the 2 locations, or both for that matter, if you feel like it. South County, Chesterfield. Get in there. Tell them that Jamie and Anthony sent you in. They love hearing that. You're going to thank us once you finally get in there. And if you need any more information, it's pretty easy. Just visit mentalityhealth.com/radio. Again, that's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
4:02, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. It's Fasten on 101 to ESPN. Time for the Gauntlet. We welcome in Matt. What's up, Matt?
How are you doing?
Doing great, man. Appreciate you listening. Thank you for playing today. Would you like to take on Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, or me in the Gauntlet?
I think I'll take Mr. ILL.
I-N-I.
C-O-U. Hey, Carey?
Yeah, what? I'm not clapping for that crap.
We will clap for this.
Carey Davis.
Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, Matt, go ahead and tell Andrew Marsh to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel, Marshy.
All right, Matt, what are we hoping for?
Anything but hockey.
Anything but hockey, he says. The wheel often plays tricks
shouldn't have
on
put that
you.
out there.
No, you shouldn't.
It was
have.
close. I'm not going to lie. You got random.
Oh.
Better than hockey.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Didn't want hockey, didn't get hockey.
Matt, just out of curiosity, what's your problem with hockey?
Other than the fact that I haven't watched it until the last 5 years.
What? You didn't see the Blues with that 12-game heater they went on last year?
I did.
Okay, good. Whew, all right.
That was within the last 5 years.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. I misunderstood because, I've been hitting the head a lot.
Thanks for bringing it up, Matt. All right, Matt, you're going to get 4 random questions. Each question is worth 2 points. If you ask for the options and you get the question right, those questions are only worth 1 point. Are you ready?
Have fun, Anthony.
Yeah, this should be good. Here we go. Bear with me here, Matt. If a person battles dendrophobia, what does that mean?
Options.
It means options. Option 1, an irrational and excessive fear of trees, a fear of dentist, or a fear of failure.
I'll go fear of failure. Final option. Final answer.
It was the final option. You're right.
It was. All right, Matt, question 2. Where was soccer legend Pele born? The country, please.
Brazil. Final answer.
All right, thank you.
Question number 3. Thomas Edison National Historical Park, a tribute to perhaps America's greatest inventor, can be visited in the state of?
Let's go with those options.
Of course. Those options are Virginia, Pennsylvania, or New Jersey.
Pennsylvania. Final answer.
All right, final question for you, Matt. Can you identify Ruth Bader Ginsburg's most prominent political job, which she held from 1993 until her death in 2020?
Supreme Court Justice. Final answer.
All right. Let's bring back Carey Davis from the Cone of Silence. Matt, how you feeling?
Not too good.
All right.
Come on, Matt, be positive, man.
That's why he's being honest.
I know, but just sometimes you got to lie to yourself, too,
That's very true, but I asked. He's decided to be honest about the situation. All right, Carey Davis just scooted in here.
Sure did, wearing his USA baller shirt.
Yeah. Got love for my people. I think that's what it is.
Love for the game.
And your people.
And my people.
Yeah,
Yep.
who play the game.
They do.
Mm-hmm. All right, Carey.
Yeah.
Random. Random is your category today.
Pack a lunch.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Hang with me here. If a person battles dendrophobia, what does that mean?
Dendrophobia.
Yeah.
So not dendrophobia.
No. Dendrophobia.
Dendrophobia. Well, I've never heard of that one. I've heard of arachnophobia. I've heard of claustrophobia. I don't know dendrophobia. Is that... I have options.
An irrational and excessive fear of trees, fear of dentist, or fear of failure.
Oh, dentist sounds like it would make the most sense. Trees is, I actually feel like I know that one, and that ain't it. I don't think. I can't remember what that's called. If that is a thing, I might have made that up. I'm spiraling. B or C? What is C again? Dentist, and what was the last one?
Fear of failure. Fear of dentist, fear of failure, and irrational and excessive fear of trees.
Let's go B. Dentist is B.
Yeah.
Dentist. Final answer. Lock it in.
All right, Carey, question 2. Where was soccer legend Pele born? And we need the country, please.
Oh, man.
Because Earth won't do.
Yeah, was it Argentina? Is that right? I think it was Colombia. Oh, use your noggin. If I take the options and Argentina and Colombia are on there, I'm going to be very mad. And like France. I hate this. Options.
Was it Argentina?
God bless it.
Brazil? Or Mozambique?
Oh, it wasn't Mozambique. Was it Brazil? I feel like it was Argentina. I feel like I knew that. Argentina. Final answer.
Question number 3, Thomas Edison National Historical Park, a tribute to perhaps America's greatest inventor, can be visited in the state of...
Oh, my gosh. One would feel like a national park. National park?
National Historical Park, to be exact.
Yeah.
So what's smidge better?
Yeah, a little bit. Options.
Options are Virginia, Pennsylvania, or New Jersey.
No, I'm way on the wrong coast. Virginia. Final answer?
Question 4. Can you identify Ruth Bader Ginsburg's most prominent political job, which she held from 1993 until her death in 2020?
Supreme Court Justice. Final answer.
All right, let's go over these today. Carey versus Matt. Let's start off with that last question. Can you identify Ruth Bader Ginsburg's most prominent political job, which she held from 1993 until her death in 2020? You both answered the same thing, Supreme Court Justice. Correct answer is...
It was, in fact, Supreme Court Justice.
Neither of you needed the options. Both of you answered in about 4.2 seconds. Nice job, guys. We'll get a 2-2 tie. Let's go to the third question. Thomas Edison National Historical Park, a tribute to perhaps America's greatest inventor, can be visited in the state of... Matt said Pennsylvania. Carey said Virginia. Correct answer is...
New Jersey.
New Jersey was the answer we were looking for, so we still have a 2-2 tie between Carey and Matt. Question number 1. If a person battles dendrophobia, what does that mean? You both took the options, shockingly. A little surprised by this. You guys didn't know this off the top of your old noggin. Carey went with fear of dentist. Matt went with fear of failure. Correct answer is...
an irrational and excessive fear of trees.
Carey has said, and I quote, I know it's not the tree one. I know what that is.
Scary little trees.
So we still have a 2-2 tie.
Guess I didn't know.
No.
2-2 tie. Comes down to this.
Apparently not.
Where was soccer legend Pele born? And we needed the country. Carey went with Argentina. Matt said, I don't, Brazil? If it's Brazil, Matt wins. If it's Argentina, Carey wins. Let's find out who won. Matt.
You have chosen wisely.
Matt did not need the options on that one.
Carey.
Oh, really?
When you picture Pele playing soccer, what color is the jersey that he's wearing?
I always see him in a white jersey.
I would bet. I would push back.
A gold one
It's
or a
always
yellow
a
one?
gold one.
Yellow.
I see him in
red.
I see him in a white one.
Maybe a little bit, but predominantly almost every picture is him in his yellow Brazil jersey.
Carey, I, for one, will not be saying anything. You know my India story.
I do.
So, Carey.
And not Johnny.
Hey, you can't know everything, Carey. You just can't. But congratulations to Matt.
Good job, Matt.
Nice work, Matt. You won 4-2 over Carey today. You'll be back tomorrow.
All righty. Talk to you tomorrow then.
All right.
Good job, Matt.
Good job, Matt.
Bye-bye.
Nice job.
Thanks.
All right,
Good job, Carey.
Good job, Matt.
All right, so Matt won. He's going to be back in round 2. Where you guys are? Did you look up the Pele picture?
All I see is I see him in a white jersey.
What? It's white or yellow?
White green, but I continue, like, in my brain, I only see him in white.
What color do you see more of?
I see the yellow.
It depends on how you're looking at it, you know?
But is there blue
Carey,
stripes with that white jersey?
That's what I kept thinking. I was thinking white.
Then
I see
let's
a white
dissect
jersey.
the name, Pele.
Oh, we know.
Not too many Argentinians.
Well, you never know. Could be one.
It's okay, Carey. It's okay.
I have no clue.
You're not. It doesn't sound like you're making it okay for Carey. It sounds like you're.
Feels like he's picking on me.
You're putting him down.
I just thought it was pretty standard.
Thought it was funny.
Carey.
No, I didn't think it was funny.
I thought it was funny.
I
Carey.
think that's funny.
Gave it your all today, man. You did.
didn't.
You gave
I
it your
didn't.
all.
Yeah, I'll go back to my seat.
You're not the first to be crushed here in random.
No, gosh, no.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew it was bad.
Carey's going to head to the penalty box back
I
there.
forgot about that.
And we're going to have a discussion on whether or not the Cardinals have the right people in place to change/rebuild their culture. That's next on 101 ESPN. Well, just like those New York Mets in the standings, rates are dropping, and we know our guy, Stewie, knows what to do about it. What's up, Stewie?
Anthony, you're rubbing it in there, but you know what? You're doing better than the Cards. Anyway, we just refinanced an ESPN listener. 29 years left in the mortgage. We did a mortgage a year ago. We called them back and say, hey, it's time to refinance. And that's one of the benefits of working with us is we actually monitor the rates for you. So when the opportunity comes, we contact you. We get it done for free with the bagel loan. He went from a 29 years left on his loan to a 20-year loan. Payment went down $3, knocked off 9 years. That is serious money, lots of equity. He was so excited about it, closed, did it in 9 days for them. He's going on vacation next week. We told him we can get it done in time, and we did. Take advantage of the opportunity. Inflation reports are going to come out soon, and they may be higher because of the tariffs. So these low rates may go away real quick.
Yeah, jump on that right away and jump on the opportunity to give Stewie a call and pick his brain about whether it's refinancing, debt consolidation, anything at all. He gives out his personal cell phone number. That number is 314-324-4440.
Again, that number is 314-324-4440.
Call our guy Stewie. And the one thing about Stewie is the moment you call him, he's already set the wheels in motion. There's absolutely no procrastinating. So if you want something done, call our guy Stewie. If you can't remember that number, what can you do, Anthony?
Let me see. Well, you can always Google the bagel loan. Thanks, Stewie.
Have a great night, guys.
NMLS number 226715.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis live from the penalty box. Carey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't hear myself. When I talk, I sound like I'm underwater. That's what it sounds like.
Really?
Yeah.
How often do you talk to yourself underwater?
Every time I get underwater.
Do you?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Hello, how are you?
What are you, Dory? I can talk to whales.
Hello. That's really good, Jamie. It really was. All right. I was on the Athletic this morning, and I was reading an article about Andy Reid and the Chiefs. And the article was about how the Chiefs, before they hired Andy Reid, how they'd kind of bottomed out. There was a lot of, there's a lot of stuff going on there. I mean, Andy Reid did not take over a dynasty in the making. He built the dynasty.
They had a season where not one receiver caught a touchdown pass.
And they had, wasn't it Dwayne Bowe on that team too?
Dwayne Bowe was the receiver.
Yeah.
They didn't have, no receivers caught a touchdown pass the entire season.
Yeah, that was
rough.
well, that was honestly, when you think about it, that was the least of their issues when it comes to the Chiefs. They'd finished 2-14, worst record in team history. Didn't have a quarterback at all, let alone a franchise quarterback. They hadn't won a playoff game in 19 years.
Oh, Anthony, you're making it sound terrible.
It was. It absolutely was. But they hired Andy Reid. They first made sure that, hey, after Andy Reid got let go by the Eagles, that he wanted to still coach, because of course he had his own personal tragedy as well, and there were some down times for Andy Reid. But the Chiefs wanted somebody. Clark Hunt wanted somebody that could rebuild the brand and create a new strategy, new culture, but they also needed a wholesale turnaround. And if you read through the article, there was somebody that is an expert, according to the article, about leadership and turnarounds within a company or a football team or a sports team. And they talk about the power of the message. They talk about power of models, the power of mechanisms, and how leaders can rebuild the culture. This got me thinking about the Cardinals. Do they have the right people in place? Because, of course, you can't just say, we want to rebuild or reestablish our culture. There, we said it. Now it shall be done. You need the right people in place.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel as though the Cardinals have the right people in place? Are you sure of it? And there's nothing we can do about it, by the way.
Yeah, so the more I learn about Ollie Marmol, I think the more I'm confident that Ollie is the right guy to develop and continue to grow this culture with this particular team. Now, could Ollie use a few more players that could help him along the way? Yeah, it'd be nice. But that's where I think my biggest question marks are the people at the top of the food chain the right ones? I don't think John Mozeliak was the right guy. I think John Mozeliak had a really good period of time, an era of time where he was able to go buy the fun toys, buy the ownership, make trades, and get those guys, the Matt Hollidays. I mean, the big names that end up coming through St. Louis. But since there's been a crunch, he hasn't been able to put a real competitive team together. And look where we're at. Even still a team of question marks when you still have Arenado. You held on to Michaelis. Contreras is playing first base instead of catcher, which you gave him $87.5 million to play catcher, and he's not playing catcher. And now he's blocking a young player possibly. So I'm anxious to see what Chaim Bloom does with this. Does he keep Ollie? Does he keep the staff? I think the actual coaching staff has been very good. You talk to the players. They like Dusty Blake. They like Bear Bryant. Or not Bear Bryant.
That'd be great. Brant Brown.
Brant Brown. Bear Bryant. My God. What is going on?
In fairness, we did talk a little Alabama football.
Yeah, I got excited, apparently. I wish we had Bear Bryant. He'd be fine. He'd be fine.
It'd be a little weird at first.
Culture, though.
Yeah, damn right it would be.
But I do think the right people are in place. But again, I think that the front office has failed the coaching staff up until this point.
Yeah, here's this roster.
Here you go. Good
Do
luck,
something
guys.
with it.
Go build us a culture. What?
Yeah, I think they are trying to go about it the right way. I think Chaim Bloom came in with the understanding that in order to get back to the winning ways, it has to come from the ground up. Like everything in sports we talk about, Jamie, starts from the ground up. It's not about, it's from literally from the ground up. How well do you move? And same thing with building a business, starting from the ground up and restructuring some things and going into the minor leagues and making sure that those guys are well equipped to work their way through the minors. And when they are here, they have gone through all of the things, all of the training, all of the development that they need by the time that they get here. So you're not continuously working on some of the fundamental parts of the game. Now you can just continue to build on that. So I think that he has done that part. When you're talking about the Chiefs and how they went out and got Andy Reid, it's also on the front office, management, ownership, to trust the person that you have in place. Like, you have to trust, the GMs have to be trusted, and then they have to hire coaches that they trust. And so it starts at the top. For that part, they have to work their way up and trust that they're bringing in the right people and that those people are going to do their job. And you're not micromanaging every aspect of it. And for the Cardinals, I'm glad you gave the Chiefs as an example, a football team, because they have a salary cap, as do the Cardinals. Like baseball, Major League Baseball doesn't, but the Cardinals do. And so if you're in that position, the president of baseball operations, you have to work under that contract, that salary cap, and know that the contracts that you bring in here have to fit under that number. Maybe you have a little bit more wiggle room than an NFL hard cap, because that number is set in stone. It ain't budging. Yeah. But the Cardinals may be able to say, all right, we can go $5 million over than what we had planned. Or we can go $10 million over if you are persuasive in your argument. So it's not a hard cap, but it is still a cap that they do have. So I think Bloom is hopefully the right person to get that going and getting the right developed players in here to be able to play well.
Yeah, I've said this for a while. I feel like Mo has put together like good aspects of the team, but not a full, complete team in the last 5 years. They're always searching for something, and the 314 brings up an interesting point. It's a shame because Mo can put together a great bullpen. I think as of recent, you could say that. The bullpen's actually been really, really good, and you trade away your best 3 bullpen arms, and the bullpen is still really good. Yeah. But it's the starting pitching. It's always something that they're missing. And hopefully Chaim Bloom can put together a full, complete package within the next 3 years, so where we can actually look at this team and be saying this is a legitimate contender to play in the playoffs and maybe do some damage.
Yeah, it's a good point about the bullpen. I mean, you could say, hey, that was still a lot of Jocketty's team in 2011, even though Mo had been there for several years. The one big thing that he did, though, was he revamped the bullpen at the deadline, and it helped them win the World Series.
Is it fair to say that it's, and I don't know what's easier, but if I'm looking on the list of, like, the scale of hardest to easiest, I would assume that finding an ace would be one of the harder things. Number 2, a star player. Those things are hard to do.
Those things, those 2 things, I think you don't have to, but you prefer to draft those guys.
But it's harder to find, right? Yes. It's rare. It's more rare. Yeah. Relievers would seem like it's much easier because there are more of them. Like, you have more relievers than any position, I mean, on a team. Yeah. You would have guys that, okay, he's not a starter anymore. What do you do? He's a bullpen arm. Sure.
Those guys,
it's easier, and that's not, I don't want to
incredibly hard.
Yeah, well, that's playing first base, Anthony. You know that. Okay. And
don't you, I was real pleasant with you with the whole Pele thing. Real pleasant. I had your back.
Hurt people. I apologize.
Thank you.
What was that called for?
I knew it was coming, too. He says, Anthony, I knew exactly where he was going.
My gosh. Jeez.
I apologize.
No, you don't. Yeah. No, you don't.
The bottom line is we don't know, of course. We won't know for a while whether or not they have the right people. But I do like, and one of the things they talk about in this article is having the vision and being consistent with your messaging. And one thing I do like, since we all knew Bloom was going to take over, was that their vision has been to revamp the minor league system.
Right.
And make sure that they have the right scouts, equipment, coaching, everything in place. And the one thing that we have seen thus far that they have done, whether it is the draft this past July or the trades that they made, it is all about adding talent to the minor league system. So I like that that's the vision, that's the message. I would love the coaching staffs down there to really focus on the fundamentals, get out of the whole, the analytics. Not that they can't be useful. It's information, right? But can you reestablish a lot of the fundamentals so that whoever the manager is, whether it's Ali or somebody else, they're getting players that are not as raw. Yes, Carey, you have your hand up.
Do you think?
I think that.
Yeah, that's Carey.
Yep.
Do you think that Chaim Bloom said, you know what we need in this organization is catchers who can catch and throw people out, and we're going to get coaches that teach them that?
That'd be nice.
Do you think he saw that as a kind of a glaring hole in the whole development portion of the program?
You know what I hope
feels like that way to me.
On that note, Carey, in that same realm, I hope that one of the things that Bloom realized is that you have half players littered throughout this organization.
Yeah.
Half players, ever. You can't walk down a Busch Stadium without finding a Cardinal player who's only half a player. You'd be tripping all over him.
You're not wrong.
Well, so I would love, on that note, to develop players that can do
two things. Multiple things.
That'd be nice.
Well, good thing for Carey is that 3 of the Cardinals' top 10 prospects are catchers.
There you go, Carey.
And I believe the Cardinals have 4 players on
we don't know.
The top 100 prospect list.
That's good too.
Yeah, you gotta teach these guys.
No, Carey. Yeah,
you gotta get down and block the ball, Anthony.
We got him in the
damn ball.
I don't know what else you want. We got him in the organization.
Okay. Carey, Pedro Paz hit a home run last night.
Yes,
and
he did.
Threw a guy out. A very crucial out, by the way.
I didn't think the guy was out.
I didn't either.
He was out. His oven mitt came off the base.
Yeah, but that was dirt that was there. It wasn't his mitt off of the base.
The oven mitt came off the base.
I was glad they stuck with it.
I'm glad they stuck with it, but I was like, it doesn't look out to me.
That's why you don't have the oven mitt on. You can't grab the base. You can't get your fingers on that base.
Grab the base.
Yeah, because of the oven mitt.
You got to use your fingers, Jamie.
It helps to grab the base.
Grab all of the base.
We're still talking baseball?
Yep. Yeah, we're talking about stealing bases and throwing people out.
Quarterback tiers were Mike Sando did a great job as always with his annual QB tiers. Got some questions off of the that ranking that was released today. We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN.
Well, with NFL football right around the corner, you're going to want to make sure you get involved with my guy, Derek Stevens, and Circa Sports in Las Vegas. They've got 2 really good contests coming up here. The Circa Million and Circa Survivor. There's $21 million in guaranteed prizes, and there's no rake. So if the total goes above the guarantee, all that extra money goes right back into the prize pool. But you got to get to Las Vegas, to Nevada in particular, and sign up. You have until September 6th at 2 p.m. You're not going to want to miss it. Then once you sign up, you can operate all of your contests as well as getting in on all the action on a daily basis from your Circa Sports Illinois app. Download it from the website or the App Store. Really user-friendly, super easy to use, lots of fun. They've got great lines on futures bets. So if you're looking to maybe place that Super Bowl champ or that Stanley Cup champ early, they've got great lines on that. Tight money line splits as well. And, of course, The biggest one, in my opinion, is they've got the best odds of any app that's out there. You don't believe me? Just download and compare. And I'm telling you, they get the best odds. That means bigger payouts. So all you have to do is download the app, and you can bet like a pro with your Circus Sports Illinois app. And just don't miss out on all of these great things that are happening over there at Circus Sports. If you or someone you know may have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals are back in action tonight after taking 2 of 3 against the Chicago Cubs over the weekend. They'll take on the Colorado Rockies at Busch Stadium. First pitch tonight is at 6:45 with Miles Michaelis on the mound. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at Londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Mike Sando of The Athletic does a great job of reaching out to people within the league, whether it's execs or coaches that discuss rankings of quarterbacks. So it's not just his list. It's not his opinion. He just compiles the information and then puts together what these executives talk about. So he released his quarterback tiers list for 2025. Tier 1. So these are quarterbacks who can carry his team each week. The team wins because of him. He expertly handles pure passing situations. He has no real holes in his game. There are 5 of them. I expected to see 4. He listed 5. Patrick Mahomes, number 1. Tied for number 1, actually, was Joe Burrow. Josh Allen, 3. Lamar, 4. And Matthew Stafford, 5. I don't mind Stafford being here. I get it. He shouldn't be ahead of any of the guys listed ahead of him, but without Matthew,
he's in the top tier.
Without Matthew Stafford, though, they're not winning. They're not winning a Super Bowl. But I think
I don't think that puts you in the top tier.
If enough things break for them, I think he absolutely could carry a team like that.
Nah.
I think
he did it a couple years ago.
Yeah, but that's exactly it. A couple of years ago.
What was that, 2021?
My bad, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about Matthew Stafford.
Oh, that was a shot at me, Jamie.
I know.
That was him taking a shot back.
He's trying to hurt you back again.
It's okay.
Sorry, man. I love you. So that was my first question. Matthew Stafford, you got an issue with him being in the top tier?
Yes.
Do. Okay.
Second tier, no problem at all. I don't see him at all in the same category as the other guys you just mentioned.
I would almost put Jared Goff ahead of him in that first tier.
No chance.
I like Carey's ideas.
Based on the last couple of years, I think this is not a career ranking. This is over the last few years. Jared Goff was, I think, a much better quarterback last year than Matthew Stafford.
I think he had a better team around him, too, though.
But I think that plays into it.
Well, listen, Stafford's had pretty good Rams teams around him, too.
Better than the Lions?
What did Stafford do at Detroit? What did Goff do at Detroit?
Stafford had a much worse team. Carey Goff in Detroit.
I'm trying to hurt him back for you.
Thank you, Carey.
I couldn't let that one go.
Thank you,
that
sir.
team was. They didn't win a game.
Megatron's like, I'm out. Tired of this.
Yeah.
Tier 2. A tier quarterback can carry his team sometimes, but not as consistently. He can handle pure passing situations in doses and or possesses other dimensions that are special enough to elevate him above tier 3. He has a hole or 2 in his game. So you guys feel as though that Stafford's more in that category.
I do. At this point in
carry
his
his
career,
team sometimes, but not consistently.
At this point in his career, I think that's what Stafford is.
Yeah, I agree.
So the tier 2, this is a pretty big list here.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels, who's 6 on this list. Now I know Jaden Daniels was special last year. He was incredible. Do you think that we've got him a little overrated though?
People are excited about
maybe
Jaden
not
Daniels.
Overrated, but are we putting the cart before the horse just a little bit considering he was a rookie last year?
I think he played outstanding. He used his legs and his arm really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that team shocked so many people by making it to the NFC Championship game in his first year. And I think people expect more of the same. Now, we did the same thing with C.J. Stroud going into his second year.
Just going to ask you that, yeah.
Because they made the playoffs. They went on this run. They won a playoff game. You're like, whoa, this guy is going to be. And then C.J. Stroud took a step back last year. The team did, and he did in his play.
Mm-hmm.
So Jaden Daniels could be on that trajectory. I'm not sure. I think what Jaden Daniels, the element that he adds that C.J. Stroud didn't have was his legs. Jaden Daniels he's not to Lamar's level, but I can guarantee you defenses and defensive coordinators prepare for him in a similar way as they do for Lamar.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah,
no question. Justin Herbert is 7th, and Carey, I'll just go ahead and shut up as you crush this.
Nah, great quarterback.
I like Herbert. Anthony, what do you think?
Great hair.
Does have great hair.
Yep, he's gonna hand the ball off a lot. To Marion Hampton and
that's an art though.
Najee Harris whenever his eyes get better. Did we talk about that?
No.
Firework incident.
Yeah.
Can't see spit.
He hasn't been practicing or anything like that.
He had the glasses on. what is it, Cyclone?
Some of these guys, there's NFL guys, they're fireworks.
Oh,
I don't know why he would do that.
So why don't you have the buddy do it? Don't you got to have fall guys?
Right.
You
like this.
You like the fireworks this year.
Hell would I be doing that for?
You like this.
I literally didn't touch fireworks when I played.
I don't touch fireworks now. I've got no NFL contract on the line.
My daughter was probably 5 or 6 at the time. And her mother was like, you just it's like the sparkler. It's just a sparkler. It ain't a terrible thing.
There you go.
So I'm like, hey, what's the worst that can happen? It's a sparkler. Lit the damn thing. It was defective. It burned my finger. And I'm like, see?
You had to be furious.
Oh, I was.
Better
knowing
you than your daughter.
It was better me than her, but my daughter wasn't going to light it either.
Yeah, right.
She ain't touching no damn lighter.
How old was she?
Like 5, 4 or 5.
Just have a little blowtorch. She's fine.
Be good.
Yeah, burn the whole damn house down.
This is fun, Dad.
Yeah, whole finger.
Shrubs. Oh, God. All right, so 7 was Justin Herbert. 8, Jared Goff.
Oh. Well,
I think he fits.
You know,
in
I'm
that.
fine with that.
Yeah.
Like, nobody respects him. I think it's horrible, but they don't. Anytime it's literally like Brock Purdy almost. Like, oh yeah, they got a great coach, a great team. Okay,
good leader. He is.
Jared Goff's a great leader.
I really like Jared. The quarterback, the Netflix quarterback documentary. Not docu-series.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
I did. Jared
like
Goff,
his family life?
Extremely likable.
Family
Him
great.
And his family.
And his dog?
Very likable.
Cooper?
All of it very,
I don't
very
remember the
likable.
dog's name. I just made up a name.
Did you just say Cooper?
Yeah. Either Cooper or Walter or something. I don't remember the damn dog's name.
George. Like, where are we going with this, Carey?
Hey, look.
I don't remember the dog's name. Is it Cooper?
Quincy.
Did you just Google it?
Yes, I had to.
God.
I had to.
What did you say, Walter?
Cooper or Walter. I don't know.
Quincy. Oh, my gosh.
I had to look it up. CJ Stroud tied for 9th. Jalen Hurts tied for 9th.
Wow.
When it comes to breaking down like individual quarterback play, I don't have an issue with Jalen Hurts being tied for 9th. When you think about him and what he means to the Eagles, that's a separate conversation. Like some people are like, oh, how could you have Jalen Hurts this dude? I think he's properly ranked.
Yeah,
you get him with the Eagles and what he means to the offense, different story. But individual quarterback rankings,
I think
I'm
if you
good
put
with this.
Jalen Hurts on the Raiders, he's probably not in the second tier.
Right.
But on the team that he's on, with the talent that they have,
They can win a Super Bowl.
They can win a Super Bowl, and they just did.
Yeah. And go to multiple. Yeah. Baker Mayfield, number 11.
Wow.
Dak Prescott, 12th.
I think Dak is going to surprise some people this year.
Jordan Love.
Dak is already
13th.
talking smack.
I like Jordan Love.
Brock Purdy, 14th. I don't have an issue with that. I think that's depending on the season. All like Dak Prescott's better than I think what most people say, but he's also not. I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback. So him at 12th is fine.
Where's Tua at?
Tua is in tier 3 at 17 behind Kyler Murray and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, wow.
I think they're a little high on Aaron Rodgers.
I was all in on this list until I got to tier 3. And now I think it's a dumbass list.
Why? Because you like Kyler. Because you like Kyler Murray and Tua.
List.
And he likes Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, this is really going to piss you off. 18th, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, that's perfect for him.
Oh.
Only thing
Same
better,
tier, though.
Only thing better would be Justin Herbert right above him.
He wouldn't be there.
17.
You know he wouldn't be there. Top 10 quarterback. 19 is Geno.
Where's your guy, Anthony?
Where is Sam Darnold?
Kirky football is 25th.
Where's Sam Darnold?
Oh, Sam Darnold? Tied for 20 with the Bo Nix.
NFL MVP.
Don't you dare.
Most important player for the 2025 season in ever, Bob. You've never seen a player this important. Coming off
What they right about?
Coming off an
right about Sam Darnold there.
Season.
Sam, when you put the pieces around him, has a higher ceiling.
Oh,
It's wild to say, but Geno is maybe better if your team is bad. Sam is better if your team is good.
What? So he's a good quarterback if he's got a good team.
That's correct.
Boy, that could probably go for everybody.
Some would say Some would say, guys, he's got a lot to prove. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We got Beat the Streak and Bet the Board next.
Cheap, fun. Let's get dirty with my friends over at Dirt Cheap. Labor Day coming up here soon. The Rivers House having a big party, and I can guarantee you I'm going to be visiting the Dirt Cheap location right there on Kisker Road. Going to set up an order on the app. You download the Dirt Cheap Rewards app, and I can set up my order, and I can pick it up there or even have it delivered. But I like to go in there, talk to everybody, see how everything's going, and I'll make sure that my order is perfect for that weekend. And you can do the same. Download the app, place your order, and there's also exclusive clubs on there. They got the Bourbon Club available. Lots of new locations, too. Their brand new one in Wentzville is now open, and they've got everything you want in there for your bourbons, your tequilas, your vodkas, your red wines, your white wines, and, of course, all of the great beers available for whatever you're doing with your summer, whether it's just a good old any day that ends in Y or a weekend. Make Dirt Cheap your one-stop party shop. You can also visit cheapcheapfunfun.com for more information. Again, that's cheapcheapfunfun.com. Remember to have fun, folks, but please be careful out there.
to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You ready to hit?
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
All right, time to play Beat the Streak in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Ian Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Latest streaks. Marsh, what do we got?
I have a streak of 4. Chuck has a streak of 2. And all 3 of you are back to 0.
Who did I have last?
You had PCA.
Oh, that guy stinks.
Anthony, you had Brendan Donovan.
That guy stinks.
And Jamie Rivers had Garrett Hampson.
He was in the lineup.
Yeah. I appreciate that. It's unbelievable.
You were trying.
Was I?
He did score a run, but he did not get a hit.
You were so close.
He's an OBP guy.
Darn right. And you know that too now. All right, Marsh, you have honors here.
All right, I'm going to double down and go with Mason Wynn. So give me Mason Wynn. Chuck, who was not present with us on Friday, he is still unavailable today, but he did send in his picks.
Come on, Chuck.
He's going with Ezekiel Tovar.
Oh, wow.
Very responsible.
Okay. Against Miles Michaels, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Who's next?
It would be Carey, then Jamie, then you, Anthony.
Give me... What is it? Mickey Moniak.
Mickey Moniak?
Yeah, him.
All right.
Mickey Mouse. Mackenzie. Mickey.
I'm gonna double down with Burley.
All right. Give me the best pure hitter on this Cardinals team. Give me Vaughn Herrera.
Good for you.
Thank you. All righty. That is Bet the Board. Nope, that is Beat the Streak. Time to play Bet the Board next.
Go, bud.
Right here on 101 ESPN. Now. All right, as Marsh described, this is the worst Bet the Board month for us in ever.
Not great.
So what are the latest standings?
All right, Anthony, you and I are tied at 3. Jamie and Carey are tied at 2.
It's anybody's race right now.
Game's in. We are. Where are we at?
We are 6 days in for Bet the Board.
Not great.
Not great. Not great.
Not great.
Anthony, you have honors.
Well, I did want Jamie's Detroit Tigers, but of course now they're minus 154.
I saw that too. Why don't you wait? Just take them in the 9th.
Only if they're down, you know that. You know what? This going to sound surprising to some people.
Please don't.
But give me the over 8.5 tonight at Busch Stadium. Now hear me out on this. While Miles Michaelis is pitching well.
What? By well, when you say well,
just Carey, let him cook.
While Miles Michaelis is pitching well.
Carey, let him cook.
This Chase Dolander is not. I read off the statistics earlier. He's got near a 7 ERA. He hasn't been good for Colorado. So what I'm seeing here is Miles goes his typical strong 5. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cardinals saying a 9 spot on the Rockies and Chase Dolander. Mm-hmm. Give me the over 8.5, please.
All right, good pick, Anthony. I love it. Kind of. Milwaukee, minus 1.5.
Now, Miles might also give up a bunch of runs, too. I'm not,
Anthony, you could have stopped while you were ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm going to put a cap on that.
So cap of you.
Milwaukee, minus 1.5 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Seems like now this team cannot lose.
Until tonight.
Are you doing the jinx thing?
He just did it.
No, I'm genuinely saying, did you happen to see how they won their games this weekend?
Yeah, they can't lose.
They literally, they throw out a guy at home to end the game. They hit a walk-off after being down 5-0. Like, this team cannot lose.
But are you doing the jinxie cat thing?
No, they'll probably end up winning by 1.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Me? You?
I don't know.
Me? You?
Manny Machado.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Man, thanks.
We're not going to bet the same thing.
Manny Machado, 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. Minus 115.
I was looking at the money line on this game. I thought it was weird. The Reds are minus 131. The Phillies plus 107. I thought that was weird. But then, Anthony, I saw the total. They have it at 9.5.
You love it.
I like the under on that one. I like the under. That's a big number. So you got Andrew Abbott on the bump for the Reds, Taijuan Walker for the Phillies. I'm going under.
Under 9.5.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Phillies win 10-0.
What's that?
Shush your face, Marsh.
Oh, if that happens twice, you're going to be...
I'm going to stab someone. No, that's a joke. It's
Yeah.
hypothetical.
Allegedly.
Metaphorical stab.
I'm wearing gloves.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't work for everybody.
As long as they don't fit.
True. Even if your DNA is splashed all over on things.
What?
They don't fit. They're not yours.
All of your hands?
The glove.
We're still talking about...
Still talking about
baseball? Baseball mitt? Your baseball glove?
Biggest question of the day. Are we actually still holding out hope for the Cardinals to make the playoffs? Damn right we are. Why not us? Next on 101 ESPN.
biggest question of the day, brought to you by Mentality. Our patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
5:04, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Biggest question of the day, are we actually still holding out hope for the Cardinals to make the playoffs? I think as that question is worded, the answer is absolutely yes. Are we still holding out hope? I saw somebody say earlier, I think it was in the Snake Pit, that they don't want the Cardinals, like ownership, to be rewarded with the team making the playoffs.
I've seen a lot of that online as well.
That's fair. It is. That's fair.
I think the players should be rewarded with it, though.
The players, and if you're a fan that has wanted to see his team back in the playoffs, like, what's so bad about that? I don't think that if ownership is quote unquote rewarded with a playoff trip, that things change much, or the direction. Let me say, the direction changes. Because Bloom is now in charge after this season.
Yeah.
If it were Mo, then it'd be like, hey, listen, great.
Here we go again.
Even less talent, and they squeeze in now.
Yeah.
But I think with Bloom, I think the direction has been set. They're going to concentrate on the minors. They're going to concentrate on player development, like they've said. I don't think making the playoffs as a third wild card alters any of that, because it's not like they're going to be spending more money at the big league level. You know, direction stays the same.
But I think it helps the club overall. I think that when you get a group of younger players, or players for that matter, who haven't played in important games like that, like Mason Wynn, Jordan Walker, Nolan Gorman, like all these guys, it's great for development. It's great for that culture that we talked about earlier. And it's something to build off of. You're not satisfied with it. You're not like celebrating making the playoffs. Like, you'll be happy, but your young players now have something. They have a reference point as to how hard it was to make the playoffs, and then also they feel good about being able to make a playoff spot, whether it's last wild card spot or not. Mm-hmm. And to your point, Anthony, it's not like John Mozeliak is going to be like, well, yeah, it's great. Let's just run it back with the same group. Right. And you just never know. Yeah. No, I think Chaim Bloom. What?
He gone.
Chaim Bloom is going to, look to continue to add really good young players. I think they've picked up a slew of young players that have high ceilings. So we'll see how that works out. You're going to add a guy like J.J. Weatherholt. Maybe he's part of the stretch run. Like, why not look at that? Imagine adding him, and all of a sudden he's part of the stretch run, and you get into the playoffs because you added J.J. Weatherholt to the lineup, and Gorman's playing better. Walker's figured things out. Mm-hmm. That looks way different than, let's just hope we cross our fingers and limp in. It's a lot different than having the young guys carry you into a playoff spot.
Yeah.
I think it would obviously be great for the players, but I think to fans' point, like you pointed out, Marshy, if the ownership group can make the playoffs with this team, then why do you need to fix it? I mean, it's like that book you were talking about. If it ain't broke, don't break it or fix it.
No, it's the business book.
Yeah,
it says,
if it's not broken, break it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it ain't broke. But it is broke. I don't know. I got confused.
Break it.
Yeah. But that wouldn't be the Cardinals' business motto.
And then fix it.
They won't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I got lost there. But either way, I don't think it would be good for ownership in terms of how fans view it if this team were to make it into the playoffs, because I think fans would feel like, they're just going to run it back, because you kind of proved the point that you can do more with less. Mm-hmm. And how much further can you stretch this to get more juice out of this orange without, buying new oranges? We're going to just keep squeezing. And I think that many fans would feel that way. They don't need to do anything else because, hell, we still made the playoffs, fellas. Look at us. We're not spending any money. That's how good we are. Still made it.
I don't think they're going to spend money either way.
Yeah,
like what you said, Anthony, so it doesn't even matter. If anything, you can become a better team next year because you look at what you have this year and you're like, oh, wow, I can't believe this team actually made the playoffs. If we get rid of some players, but we bring some other younger guys in, maybe they can, fill that role, and we'll have a better team next year with guys who are having another year under their belt, positional player-wise.
But
even rotation.
Even rotation, yeah.
Get a full year of McGreevy instead of the roller coaster ride that was Eric Fetty, or Miles Michaelis for that matter. And then, you're going to have to add somebody. Is it, one of these young pitchers that steps up, or is it Leahy that they keep talking about moving him to being a starter? I don't know, but I think with Sonny Gray, Matthew Liberatore, Palante's been a little bit of a up-down all-around.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Well, pretty much everything.
Okay.
You've seen everything from him. But if you added, let's just say, Leahy or player X plus McGreevy, one would have to think the rotation would be better than what it was this year.
You'd think.
And you're still only 3.5 games out of a wild card spot. So
Right.
I had a question that I was thinking. I was wondering, do you think that those two series that they won, Cubs, Dodgers, is that a the Cardinals are actually good, or is it that those guys are playing down to the level of their competition?
I don't think they're. I think it's just we joke about it, but I just think it's baseball.
Just baseball?
Yeah, I do.
Jamie's favorite.
You caught those teams at the right time.
The Cubs weren't hitting, or Dodgers weren't hitting.
Yeah.
And the Cubs,
they haven't really been hitting.
Well,
either.
Sonny Gray pitched
either.
a hell of a game.
Yeah, so did Michael McGreevy.
And McGreevy pitched.
But let me ask,
Imanaga was having himself a hell of a game too. So it's not like Chicago sucked. They didn't hit, but the Cardinals were having trouble hitting too.
Yes. Carey, same question though with the Rockies. You got swept by the Rockies. You didn't score a run against Pittsburgh. Were the Cardinals playing down to them, or was that just you had a bad series?
It's just baseball.
It's just baseball, right? Thank you, Jamie. You know.
Senrio.
Yeah.
I think saying missing the playoffs would be a good thing. I don't agree with that statement.
Yeah. Now, we did have Marty in the Snake Pit says making the playoffs is not the goal. We're trying to get number 12.
I agree
Who's
with
number
that.
12?
Well, that'd
Tom
be
Brady.
I'd take him.
Shadur.
He was drafted by the Blue Jays.
Tom Brady.
Jason Bateman.
I don't know.
I heard the same thing.
I had the same thing. I didn't say it fast enough.
Yeah. No, Marty, you're absolutely right. Getting to 12 should be the goal. I'm just talking about for this year. I don't know if you have enough. Like, we're just focused on this season making the playoffs. Like, this team that we all wrote off.
You got to take steps, right? You can't just be a terrible team one season and then all of a sudden be average, and then the next season you win the World Series. You have to make the playoffs. Maybe you win a round. Like, let's look at the Blues. They're taking steps. Let's look at the Tigers. The Tigers are taking steps. They won a playoff series last year. After doing something similar that the Cardinals did.
I agree with that.
Trade deadline.
I agree with you, but do you feel like if the Cardinals when the Blues made the playoffs, even though they were playing the President's Trophy, President's Cup team, that you felt like they could actually win that series, and they should have won
That's the hard part
that series.
about it all.
There's not we can't. To me, the Cardinals are probably 2 years away from where the Blues are right now. Like, they're still, in my opinion, further behind where the Blues were this year. And it took a hell of a run to finish that season off for the Blues. But once they got to that point, once the second half started, you were like, oh, crap, this team is really freaking good, and they can do some damage in the playoffs. If the Cardinals make the playoffs this year, I don't think any of us believe making the playoffs is cool, but I don't think any of us believe that they will be a team that can cause some damage in the playoffs.
Well, you still have a month and a half left of the season. The Blues, back in January, February, we were like, this team's not making the playoffs. We didn't feel that way at all. We were having conversations about if the Blues had even made progress in their retool.
Sure.
So let's just wait till the season ends for the Cardinals to see if we can make that same statement, because they could get on a tear at the end of the season just playing baseball where they're like, yeah, we have, we're just going out there and playing. And all of a sudden they start winning a bunch of games and they become a threat, because these series, the first few series, if you make a wild card, it's a 3-game series. You could win 2.
Sure.
All of a sudden you set your rotation up. You got a good bullpen. Maybe the hitters are coming alive at the right time. You never know. So I don't know if we can make that statement right now. We have to wait until the end of September to really make that statement. Now, you believe that the Blues are ahead of the Cardinals, I think a lot of people would fall into that category, but we can't really be definitive about it until we see what happens come the end of September.
Well, and I also think it carries into next season, too, because the Cardinals really, for the first time, just decided this offseason that they're going to go into this retool. So the Blues they are a season or maybe even two ahead of the Cardinals in deciding that we're changing paths here a little bit.
Yeah.
So we have to be aware of that.
All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. That was the biggest question of the day. Now we've got our sports six-packs. Pair of them. 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. Feel free to send in any questions that you have to the text line, and we'll answer them as part of our Sports Six-Pack Part 1 next.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six Pack is now.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Time for part one of our Sports Six Pack. You can participate by sending us a question to the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Marsh, what do we got?
Question number one.
From the 618, when professional athletes and teams travel outside of the country, how is that handled coming back in through customs? Do you have to wait in the same line like we do, or are there special arrangements made?
You travel out more than we did. I only traveled a couple of times.
Yeah.
Once to Tokyo and once to Canada.
Yeah, there's special arrangements made, especially now with all the chartered flights and whatnot. Like when we arrive up in Canada somewhere, there's two things that happen. Either the border agents board the plane at the front of the plane, and they just check all the passports and IDs as you're getting off the plane. Or you get off the plane and you walk through the little building that's right there, and they do the same thing. Check out the passport, whatnot, boom, send you on your way. Then when you're coming back to St. Louis, it's essentially the same thing. No, it's not. They don't get on the plane. You get off the plane, get your bag, and then you go through the little building. It's not a terminal. It's just a little building that sits there, and you work your way through. They usually have two agents that are working. It goes relatively quickly for everybody. But the athletes, we don't have to wait in the line with, hundreds of other people and, think of it what you may. It's just set up that way.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, same thing for domestic flights. You don't go through the actual terminal. You go through like a FBO or like a off-site terminal.
Yes.
For traveling. So, yeah.
Yeah. But when I started my career, we go up to Canada, and it was the dog and pony show.
Really?
Like we would be, we were flying commercial, so you don't get special treatment for that.
Right.
You just get in line and have to clear customs the old-fashioned way, which wasn't always a lot of fun because it took a lot of time. But now that everybody flies chartered flights, there's arrangements that are set up.
Question number two.
From the 314, talking NFL, and this might be a stretch because it's teams most people don't care about. But which team is closer to a Super Bowl, do you think? The Houston Texans or the LA Chargers?
I would say the LA Chargers.
Yeah.
I think
they were
Texans
11-6 last year.
Yeah, they got
bad.
competent head coaching.
To the Chargers. Or the Texans, excuse me.
I think the Chargers are closer than the
I think it's the Texans because they.
What?
Yeah, they
Herbert's
play.
dead.
What's he doing?
Play in the same division as Mahomes,
fan club.
Pete Carroll, and
You don't have to win the division to win the Super
the
Bowl,
Broncos.
Anthony.
I know. It's tough, though. Tougher. I don't think they're going to play many home games like Houston. I mean, Houston under C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans have played two home games already and won them both.
I am.
2 home playoff games.
Absolutely.
Because they won the division.
I am blown away by your answer.
Not asking.
Absolutely.
They didn't ask who the better team was. They asked who's closer. So I'll say the Houston Texans.
Well, where's the Super Bowl this year?
Santa Clara.
Yeah, so the Chargers are closer.
Okay, that's not. You know what they meant. You did. You know what they mean.
Just saying.
Winning the division's a big deal. That home game.
It is, but it is not
Wild
the
card on the
only
road
criteria in order to win.
You have to be good.
Team in 2005 won 3 road games, won the Super Bowl in Detroit.
Which team was that?
That's Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
It is nice, though, knowing before the season starts, if you make the playoffs, you'll know exactly what time and what day you'll play. It's typically on a Saturday around 3:30, 4.
If you're the Texans?
Yes.
Yes. You're always that first game.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're the Texans or if you're like the Browns, I know the Browns played that Saturday night game where Big Ben had, I think, 12 turnovers. But typically, if you play in the AFC South or you're an AFC team that sucks Ola, you're typically that first Saturday game on Wild Card Weekend. Yeah. Great call, Marsh.
Question number 3.
From the 636, surprised or shocked the bullpen has not completely imploded since the trade deadline?
I'm not surprised, no. I think, Marcia, you read off a text that was really good earlier, talking about how Mo has typically done a pretty good job of building bullpens. And a lot of these young guys that are in the pen have had several opportunities to either struggle at the big league level, go down to the minors, refine some things and come back up and pitch well, or are players like Jojo Romero, who we just simply didn't know if he could step into a high leverage situation and perform. And he's done it. He's gotten those opportunities. I'm not completely shocked that the bullpen hasn't completely blown up.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. I am a little surprised at how good it's been.
I think that's fair,
how
too.
consistent. How about that? It's a better word. How consistent the bullpen has been. And again, it's just things you just talked about. You know, what Leahy's been able to do, O'Brien, what Romero's doing now. Just things that you're finding out about certain players that maybe you didn't know before. For me, it's surprising because I thought, oh boy, the Cardinals used to be able to, once they get to the bullpen, the game's usually pretty, there's stability there. Mm-hmm. And then when they lost Maton, Matz, and Helsley, I was like, oh boy, this could be ugly. Where
could be bad.
If you have a rotation that has a couple of guys struggling, maybe Palante, Michaelis, and you got to get to your bullpen early and you got to go to a deficient bullpen, it could get real bad. That hasn't happened.
Nope, I agree.
Have you guys been keeping up with how Ryan Helsley's been doing with the Mets?
How's he doing?
I saw the first, he had a rough game, his first one, but it was mostly because of errors. I haven't seen since then.
Last 2 outings in 1 inning total, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout.
Why'd
you make that face?
Great.
Jamie?
Not good.
Not good?
No.
Not great.
Because he's not in the 9th inning, right?
That's exactly right. Mets don't know how to use him.
Yeah. They had the red lights and the Hell's Bells, I think, for
Is he starting with a clean inning?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
So we know he likes clean innings.
Yeah.
So on the 9th, he went a third, and then yesterday he went 2/3. But I did not watch those games entirely, so I could not tell you definitively
Marshy,
if he
do you
came
like
in.
baseball or not? We expect you to watch.
My bad. I should be watching every single game. Every single game. My bad.
Single day. Every damn day.
You're the guy without kids. Come on, where's your dedication?
Not just Cardinals.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, since I don't have kids, I don't have a life. That's right.
That's
pretty much. Listen,
No, actually,
it's the opposite.
You do have a
Gotcha.
life. Yeah, it's very different.
Your life hasn't been stripped from you yet.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You guys make parenting sound awesome.
No, it is. It's
it's great.
Harsh.
It's kind of like
It's
volunteer work to where if you feel the gratification of it, but you the kids don't show you the gratification. So nobody else cares that you're being a great parent.
That's well put.
Yeah.
It's expected, but you don't get any thanks.
It's our honor to feed and nourish
it's
these children.
It's like finding
like locust.
Are they loud?
Just keep taking.
Wow.
No, come on.
Jamie, if I may, it's like finding a wallet at a gas station, right? It's not your wallet, right? But you're going to do the right thing. You're going to hand over that wallet to, the person behind the cash register.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any money. You're not going to get any thanks. But you're doing the right thing, nonetheless.
Good point.
Yeah.
That actually happened to me one time.
It literally happened to me on Saturday.
It wasn't a wallet, though. It was just $10 on the ground. I grabbed the $10. I went to the gas station. I said, hey, somebody dropped their $10. And they said,
it was me.
Thanks. The person behind the counter said, you keep it. I was like, wow, thanks.
That's nice. You found the 10?
It was a $10 bill.
I found a wallet.
I know the wallet you found, Anna. I know for sure it had no cash in it,
It did. I didn't touch it.
Yeah, I think if you find a wallet.
You didn't count it?
I didn't.
I think if you find a wallet and it has money in it, you give it back. If I find $10 damn, it's a good thing.
I did the right thing, in my opinion. I said, hey, someone dropped their money.
And you were rewarded.
And they said, it ain't mine, so why don't you keep it? I said, okay, I appreciate that.
He's very sweet. I'm putting that thing right in my...
cavity just listening to the story.
Man.
Yeah.
You are a really good dude.
You are a really good dude.
You're way better
I
than
already
Carey.
thought way
That's
better
good
than
karma.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's $10 on the ground. Like anybody at any point throughout the day could have dropped that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just
don't
look
think
at it.
if I drop $10, I'm not going to go to the gas station and tell them, hey, you find $10, somebody bring me $10. I lost $10. It could be $100.
I think the gas station attendant was playing chess while you were playing checkers. Because although you thought your karma was good, the gas station attendant who could have held on to it and said, I'll see if anybody comes in for that and pocketed it, did not. Paid it forward and then did the good deed, the ultimate karma move, in putting it back into your hands. And you said thanks and put it in your pocket.
Nice
You
job.
trying to one-up me, gas station attendant?
I think so. That Jamie, you took it to another level.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
314 says they dropped $10. It was theirs.
I dropped had a 10 on it.
Listener on the fumble. By the way, Killian asked me, he goes, why are we giving the wallet back? I go, buddy.
Good call, Kelly.
We got to talk.
Like, Dad, there's money in there.
Money and credit cards.
Yeah, there's these plastic things with numbers.
Yeah, no.
We don't mess with that. Just take the cash, son.
Yep. No. It's Fast at 101 to ESPN. Sports Six Pack Part 2 is next. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. Keep those questions coming in. We'll keep rolling in the fast lane.
Johnny Londoff, Chevrolet, get over there quickly before the inventory starts to run thin. They are selling cars left and right. Two great locations in the St. Louis area. They got the original location right there in Florissant, Missouri, where they've got great brand new and pre-owned inventory. And now they've got the Londoff Autoplex out in St. Peters, where they also have great inventory of brand new and pre-owned vehicles. And I'll tell you what else, they've got state-of-the-art facilities. Yes, their service area is fantastic. Take care of everything. Great prices. And the big thing for Londoff Chevrolet, they treat you like family. No matter what it is, if it's purchasing a brand new vehicle, pre-owned, you're getting repairs done to your car, they treat you like family because they want you to come back year after year after year, which is what I've done. Over 25 years of being a customer at Londoff Chevrolet. My kids go there now. My daughter had a problem with her car, drove it over to the Londoff Autoplex, got it fixed, got to take it home after. It was fantastic. Customer service is the best in the business. So please head to either location. Tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. If not, though, you can always visit them online. Check out the inventory and everything else going on at londoff.com or londoffautoplex.com. Are you kidding me?
Johnny Londoff Chevrolet.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Miles Michaelis on the mound tonight for the Cardinals as they take on the Colorado Rockies. First pitch tonight from Busch Stadium is at 6:45. If you missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions in to the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Part 2 of the Six-Pack is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
Time for part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack here on the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. Marsh, question 4, please.
Question number 4.
All right, we get a question from Marsh's college program, also known as Chester. He wants to know, I have Yanks Cardinal tickets this weekend with Mini C. First ever Major League Baseball game for him. I wish him to watch Yankee blood to be spilled. What were your first sporting events with your dads?
Well, for me, obviously going to a hockey game. I'll never forget my first NHL game was at the Montreal Forum. You know, we didn't have a team in Ottawa at the time. Ottawa came in, I believe, in 93 or 91, I forget. Either way, we didn't have that growing up. And so it was a big deal to go to an NHL hockey game. And my dad managed through a guy that he worked with or knew through work that got 2 tickets. And I liked the Philadelphia Flyers, too, growing up, because they had a tough team. Like a bunch of guys who played, like, blue-collar hockey. So he got me tickets to a game to the Flyers and Canadians in the Montreal Forum. It was my first NHL game ever, and it was awesome.
That is awesome.
I loved it.
I would say mine was a hockey game as well. It was, I told
Brett
you.
Hall?
Yeah.
The golden hair?
Yeah.
When I saw it, I told you I'd never seen a white man with hair that great. Like, what is that? What is he putting in his hair? I was in awe. Like, oh my God. They're so gold. Wow. I was amazed. I to be honest, I have never seen anybody with hair like that. It's pretty damn cool.
That's hilarious.
It was a hockey game.
I believe mine was, I'm pretty sure about this, for my birthday one year, my dad surprised me with tickets to the Chicago Bulls to go see Michael Jordan. So I think my first sporting event was United Center.
Yeah.
Bulls, Jordan. And now.
Yeah. From North Carolina. It's good times.
Chicago Bulls. Yeah. So that was, I'm pretty sure that was my first. Yeah, it was a birthday present.
I went to all the games, like Blues, Cardinals, Rams. Couldn't tell you which one was the first one, but my favorite game to go to at the Family Arena, the Missouri River Otters. Loved those games. I loved the blimp that would fly around and give out little tickets. And I loved the giant otter that the team would skate out of. The Blues didn't have that, but the Missouri River Otters did, and I freaking loved it. It was awesome. I love those games. Those were so much fun. I miss going to those games.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good times, man.
Good times, great oldies.
Yeah.
Question number 5.
The Water Boy text in. You mentioned Pele in his yellow jersey earlier today, and that made me think of polo, which made me think of horse polo. Do you think any of you could play the sport, and have any of you ever ridden a horse?
I've ridden horses. We grew up, we were kids. Family had some animals on the farm. A horse was one of them. My dad had horses. My brother and I used to have to go clean up all the stables. That was always fun. I'll never forget actually being, I think I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I'm throwing a pitchfork in my hand to go and clean out the stall, and it had a black stallion horse. This thing was massive. Massive. And I was like staring up at this, like, I was like, why do they have me in here? But then, the trainers and the guys who worked, they would put you on the back of the horse. They'd trot you around a little bit and whatnot. So, yeah, I've had the good fortune of riding some horses. And I will say this: I've never tried polo, but when you watch those guys, it is a super dangerous sport. Yeah, so many guys get hurt. So many people get hurt playing that sport. They fall off. The damn polo sticks hit people. The horses decide to go the wrong way. So I've never tried it. Would it be fun to do it like you guys? Yeah, but to play against real polo players, I don't really know if I have a desire to do that. It looks pretty hard.
I've never ridden a horse. I would die.
I'd be fine.
I would. Well, I wouldn't die.
Do you have a fear of horses, Anthony?
No, I don't. I don't have a something or other phobia.
Dentrophobia.
That's
trees.
Yep. Horses can run into or run around.
Yeah, very true.
The horses actually don't really run into the trees. They're smart enough to avoid them.
Yeah, I mean, not into, but
maybe some horses.
Yeah. I've also ridden a horse. I enjoy riding horses. It was pretty cool. Normally, because I'm 250 pounds, it's heavier. We got to get you one of those big horses.
Get a Clydesdale.
Yeah.
We're going to get you a working horse.
Yeah. As you going up those trails.
Yeah.
I've been on a horse, and that horse was like, big fella. We might not make it.
Horse looked back at you like, you kidding?
Hey, what are we doing here?
Hey, $800 a day, buddy.
What the heck? How are we doing here?
$800 a pound, pal.
Yeah, buddy.
Anthony, you say horses are dangerous.
No, I don't say horses
Jamie,
are dangerous.
you said riding horses and playing polo is dangerous. Speaking of dangerous, how much money would it take you to be a part of the running of the bulls?
You'd be surprised. Not as much as you think.
Probably not
as
much.
much.
Define not as much as you think, because I'm not doing it for 10 grand.
I was going to say 20.
I would do it for 10 grand.
I would do it for 20.
Easily.
Because I'm just going to get the hell out of the way.
Nah, but what if you get caught? So the problem that I see...
I don't have to be faster than the bull. I just have to be faster than the man that's in front of me or next to me.
Watch some of the videos. I went down a wormhole one night watching this. And the problem is the faster guys actually run into troubles because the slower ones get in the way. And then they can't get to the outside to where they need to get away. And then they trip over these people. And then the bull's like...
You know what I played in life? Fullback. I run people over. Get the hell out. You
Carey would run the bull over.
I'm not
I don't advise that. Carey's a big guy, but I don't advise
But I will run a human being over to not get hit by a bull.
For 10 grand,
for 20,
I'll watch you run and get crushed for 10 grand.
Either way, I'm getting 10 grand. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Yeah.
You can't get hit because then you'd be spending that on hospital bills.
It's a good
Do
point.
we have insurance?
Is insurance going to cover that? I don't think insurance.
Hey, I wasn't in Spain that weekend, you know what I mean?
They had to airlift you back to the States.
Anthony, what happened?
Oh, man.
I fell off a ladder.
It would take more than 10 grand for me to run with the bulls just because.
I think
people do it for free.
They do it for free.
Yeah, and they're called idiots.
They're called human beings.
No, they're called idiots.
I'm an idiot.
No, yeah, at least you said 10 grand.
Yeah.
Well, what the hell am I? I said 20.
I didn't say you're an idiot.
Oh. You didn't say I was smart either.
No, I don't think that's smart at all.
You're very smart, Carey.
Thank you, Anthony.
You asked for more
Question
money.
number 6.
I did.
They went with me. I was cheaper.
Yes.
Anthony, this one's for you. From the 573. Do you think the Falcons should be playing Kirky football in the preseason so the front office can try to shop him around the league as a starter?
Good question. No, I don't want him hurt. We got to preserve him as a backup. Everybody knows what Kirk is at this point. Even if you showcase him as he's healthy, it's still against preseason players. So, no.
It's not a bad call.
I am very proud of you.
Thank you.
Your shift on Kirk Cousins has been phenomenal.
Thank you, Carey.
Like you were a guy last year that, I mean, you wouldn't give a damn how he got out of Atlanta by bus, car, bull. Like, get
Bull
him
would be
there.
fine. Yeah.
Bull would probably have been your choice. He went to Spain and ran with the Bulls. Go ahead.
Go for it.
But now you're okay with him being on your roster, and he's making a boatload of money. You don't care.
Well, that's because he sends messages to his head coach while he's getting fried chicken after wins.
And admitting that he wasn't playing that good. Yeah.
You love Kirky football now.
Well, the key, Carey, and you actually you brought this up before. The key is that he's a backup now.
But he's making like $40 million.
Only for this year. I just have one more year.
You don't think you could use that money elsewhere?
Oh, we definitely could, yes. But unfortunately, the
Rush DN, another one?
I mean, literally.
Bolster the interior D line.
Anything.
Like, you can get 2 or 3 of those guys.
Yes.
For what you're paying Kirky.
For 1 year. Because after that, he's not making spit. So
you love Kirk football, man.
Well, as a backup, yeah. Hey, if something, God forbid, something happens to Michael Penix, guess what?
He's making what is he making next year?
We got the best backup quarterback in the league.
What is he making next year? He's making more money next year.
No, he's not.
There he is.
Not in guarantees. Let's see here.
Potential.
Oh, they have a potential out.
Is that
after
is that
2026.
his out or they're out?
Oh, it's $45 million in dead cap. Never mind.
I said, man, he's on a lot of money. He's gonna be on the team.
Come on, Carey. He was just about to give him praise. He likes him.
$35 million in.
Oh, dead cap this year's $75 million. Yeah, the dead cap is next year's
35.
You know, it's 45.
That's terrible.
Potential out 2026. 2 years.
So you're just gonna eat that $45
million dead cap.
You're just gonna eat it.
Okay, so it's 2 more years of this nonsense.
It's a lot of running of the Bulls for you, Anthony, to help pay that off.
Very true.
You and Arthur Blank.
You know what I see here? He's going to be a backup again next year. He's going to be a backup again next year. I thought most of the guaranteed would be over at this point, though. But it's just the cap hit that sucks. All right, let's break. What we learned, 3 stars of the day next on 101 ESPN. Oh, I love playing Underdog Fantasy, especially on a Miles Michaelis start night. Underdog Fantasy gives you the opportunity to choose whether or not players will go higher or lower on their stats. I took a look at Underdog tonight, guys. Miles Michaelis. Why don't we go lower than 3.5 Ks for old Miles Michaelis tonight against the Rockies? Why don't we go higher than 0.5 on Wilson Contreras hits, and let's go higher on Ivan Herrera, 1.5 total bases. That's my card tonight at Underdog. You can do it as well, or you can fade me, or you could build your own card. Just pick a player and decide whether or not they're going to go higher or lower on their stats. They've got home runs. They've got strikeouts, as I mentioned. They've got total bases. They've got hits. They've got walks. They've even got earned runs if you want to, go higher when it comes to Miles Michaelis on earned runs. Download the Underdog app, sign up with my promo code Anthony, unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit at Underdog. Again, that promo code is Anthony. Just play for $1. You can win up to 1,000 times your money with Underdog Fantasy. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See UnderdogFantasy.com/web/deposit-match-terms. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org. missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast, available at 101ESPN.com or via the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcast, of course, brought to you by Shaver Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Starting with Carey Davis.
I learned that you'll do just about anything. Well, you would have done just about anything to get Kirk Cousins off your roster. Now, you're okay with it. I think he's a good guy. I think he's a solid dude, and you love him being an Atlanta Falcon.
I don't know if I've said all that, but okay. Jamie, what'd you learn today?
Learned that Pele was from Argentina, and
He's actually from Brazil.
He's from Brazil.
You can tell by the yellow jersey and every other picture.
Yeah, what Carey said. I also learned about dendrophobia, the fear of trees and stuff like that.
Who knew?
I did not.
Marshy?
I learned a new saying today that apparently heart attacks are serious.
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
Serious as one of those, and
very true.
You piss some people off in the process.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What I learned is that Jamie and Carey don't believe quite like Marsh and I do. Why not?
What?
Why not us? Marsh, 3 stars, please.
Time for the Fast Lane's 3 stars of the day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
Well, anytime this is brought up, we got to give it a star. That goes out to Morning Grip.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Second star of the day goes out to Carey's ability to talk to whales. And our first star of the day goes out to man's best friend, and that is Cooper the dog.
Cooper the dog, otherwise known as Quincy.
Yeah.
Quincy. He's Jerry Goff's.
I mean, who was paying attention to the dog anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, we all were.
We all were. Cute dog.
Yeah. Great family.
A great family.
Fantastic.
Great family.
Very loving.
Yep.
No doubt about that. Yeah. For Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, for Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. Appreciate all of you. See you.